We'll get set up for Dungeons and Dragons right away. Let's bring this over here. Is this the right one? Here it is. Ah, okay. Yeah, I literally probably asked right when you stepped away. That's all right. Roll 20. Alrighty, let me get our music going. Do 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 do. Gaming.
Gaming. Hey Ben, what's up?
I'm ready to go. Apparently we are ready to go. I'm ready to go.
You're late.
We never have a set start time for this, Larry.
You're late.
We really should, truth be told.
That won't work. Palmer and I are too loose and too wild.
I just always assume around 8:30. That's usually when we usually get.
Same.
That's the unofficial official start time.
Wait, what is the start time? I can't even remember anymore.
See?
7:30, right?
7:30, 8:30 our
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, whatever. Here we are.
Whoa, Lily, fuck up!
Lily.
No, she smells my sushi that I just ate. Here, take that.
At least it's skunk, right?
Yeah, she. Oh, get down, you little weasel. Little stinky weasel.
She is a
Knocking
weasel.
all my switches over. Alright.
Why do you have so many switches, Palmer?
Or two. Well, when Animal Crossing came out, Lauren and Charlie and my daughter couldn't agree on certain island-related things, so I went and got a second one.
Yeah, fuck it. Ugh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was really hard to find one too, and we got a decent. We were actively looking, and this is back when they were like, remember, like $400 or $500 a pop.
Oh yeah,
During
you couldn't
COVID, they
find
were
them.
gone. Yeah, and Lauren's sister bought one for $300 that she didn't like, so I was like, "Yo, tell them we'll fucking buy it off of them." Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at her, babe. She wants up so bad. You're overfed today. Your belly is huge. Get out of here, weasel. Go be free.
Introduce her to
Ow!
Freya. Freya
She's in
just
my
eats
hand.
all the food too.
She's in my fingers.
Put your fingers there.
I always put my hand down when she wants picked up. I'll put my hand down, and she'll like latch onto my forearm, and then I'll grip her and lift her up into my lap. That's how I know she wants me to pick her up or not.
You get bit then sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, especially if your fingers smell like fish.
Oh,
a
yeah,
little bit.
sushi, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
oh, yeah.
Played yourself.
Well, she nibbles on your fingers to let you know, hey, like, I'm trying to eat right now. But guess what, Lily? You fucking eat all day. That's all she's done today. Her whole existence is food. By the way, we did break 1 million views on our first TikTok today. Or it's our first 1 million view video on TikTok.
My
I'm
God,
talking
yeah.
about
Damn.
So it's a 1.1 now.
Is that the one with Lily being helped up?
No, that one got to 780,000. This is a new one where I came around the corner and I spooked her. She was like playing with the bag and I was like, "What are you doing?" She like jumped into the air. Oh great, here she comes again.
Secret berry noodle.
Yeah, you should link your TikTok and shit. There's no links to it.
Hold on. What
I'm
is
just saying, like, in your also like on your
like on stream and stuff?
stream and shit. Yeah, you don't even have that link. You should.
Hey. Stop.
Fat. She actually isn't Badger.
Now
right?
I am.
They're more like badgers, right?
Yeah, they're like stinky weasels.
Or is a badger a weasel?
Yeah, they're all in the same family. So she's
Actually,
hungry.
yeah.
She looked like a little bear. Come here.
like Tasmanian devils. They all
Doo-doo.
look so similar. They do. Their facial.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
My roommate would kill me if I brought a skunk home.
She don't smell.
Whoa. You can't just bring any skunk home. You have to take care of the scent plants first, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a process.
You can't just bring in any. I found your skunk. Let's bring it inside. No, dumb idea. You have to be
I think Silas would lose his mind if I brought another animal home at this point.
snip. You need to be snip.
Oh yeah, I need to get Lily snipped actually. Or
Oh,
not.
she has another.
No, you have to be a certain age.
Yeah.
So,
What about Shadar? Isn't he getting close to being able to get cut?
Yeah. Actually, when is Shadar get his beans cut off at 17th? Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, yeet.
Is he marking?
No.
Good.
Yeah, we wanna
Good
nip him.
before he starts.
Exactly.
Before
Yeah.
he starts doing that, he starts peeing in corners and shit and starts spraying
Mm-hmm.
cats. He might still even do it. Male
Yes.
cats.
Yeah. Some males do.
Males do that.
access granted. Welcome to the area designation Valravan. Age redacted. What?
That's cute shit, right?
Yeah.
Harry? That's cute.
No, this is the page for Rajas, the dude that I fought in the last session.
Maybe put some stuff from. Maybe cut and copy from Valravan. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I used some of Valravan. I copied it all and then I made some adjustments since it was about the
Motherfucker!
it was about the same difficulty range. And then I just amped up.
Motherfucker!
I just amped up his stats real hard.
You ass! Why would you make me
Why?
fight Q?
Why not?
Well, you didn't fight Q. Q was not a. It is a completely different fighter by the time I was done with it. But when I copied and pasted just to have the easy stats to transition, his backstory came with it. But yeah, he crunched skulls. That's the only reason that character sheet's available.
Bruh.
What, Yoshi? What the fuck do you want, bro? Oh my god, these animals today, dude.
Bubba.
Animals are gonna animals, my dude.
Come here, Yoshi. Jin sack.
Also, Trad, I was watching your stream.
And
I'm loving
and
the
I think
mixing of
every,
genres you've-
I'm just doing organization shit now though.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm loving the mixing of
Zach.
the genres that you're working with.
Cool.
Alright.
Thanks.
Okie dokie, artichokes. So I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, I think I need like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Have
fuck
fun.
off.
Well, if we're gonna be taking a 20-minute break, let me look at
All
the
right,
calendar.
go ahead. This is going to be Carbon 2185, the session of August 1st of the year of our Lord and Savior, the Flying Spaghetti Trad Monster Combination, 2021. Palmer, if you want to give us the rundown from last week, have a go.
I don't. Nah, so the oh my god. Get out of here, Weasel. Get anyways, so yeah, last week the group had decided that they wanted to partake in what would be the ultimate tournament, the fighting tournament that goes on that the city basically had put together in an effort to, kind of curb violence and criminal activity and stuff like that, and for lack of a better explanation, give them a creative outlet. So it's a very big fanfare event. The team had mentioned, the very first day that they wanted to at least go partake or go witness in this, most of the time, fight to the death. And upon waking up the next day, they talked to Gus about it, and Gus told them he could get them in, and if they were interested in fighting, he could make sure that they knew that no potential permanent death should be involved, so they'd be at least on the safer side, although they were still willing to, or they'd still be open to getting their butt whooped. So the majority of the team opted out. They wanted to just go enjoy it, check it out, play some bets and what have you, but Daggeron offered himself up to to be one of the combatants. So they went and arrived at the tournament facility, a big, beautiful tower built basically in the center of Madison Square Garden. If you can even call it that anymore, it's kind of up in the air, but a really, really tall skyscraper of a tower with the battlefield at the very top. They arrived. The team pretty much took their designated spots. Hans and Kodomo actually opted to be a somewhat employees of the event, as Hans was looking to make some coin, from healing some people and doing some doctor work on the side. And the others sat in the stands and placed their bets. Now, Daggeron went up against the number 2 ranked fighter in the league, and he was a mech, or a synth mech kind of situation where he, his name was Rob, and Daggeron actually ended up getting the best of him. He had what seemed to be a very linear set of fighting, where he relied heavily on a 2-piece combo, and Daggeron was able to, dance his way out of it and, evade, getting hit with the devastating move and whittled him down.
With, let's be honest, some very, very lucky rolls.
Yeah, and to the surprise of the announcer and the crowd and the people placing their bets, Daggeron came out of that round victorious and earned himself a chance to fight against the number 1 fighter in the entire city, in the entire tournament. His name was Rajas, and he was this big, huge, monstrous being. And that fight was a little less optimal for Daggeron, as it became really apparent very quickly that Rajas is kind of in a league of his own. He played to the crowd a whole lot, didn't take it too seriously, and then actually started to get irritated by just how long the fight was taking for him to secure his victory. So, dropping his axe, using his hands, grabbing Daggeron by the head, and slamming him into the wall was enough to pretty much instantly end the fight exactly where it was. But upon some healing and some, fanfare, and some definitely newly acquired fans on Daggeron's side from the large amount of spectators, the team, managed to get their bearings, regroup up, accept their wins and losses on the betting tables, and eventually returned back to Gus's office, his penthouse, and I believe that's where we ended the session. You guys having some discussion with the chip man, Gus himself.
Yeah, we were gonna take a long rest at the end of the last session, and I wanted to start this session with trying to find Rajas before we headed off to London.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go talk to Gus once I wake up the next morning. Like, I want to wake up super early if he's still up.
Okay.
Like, get enough rest.
Anyway,
But,
there's your rundown.
see if I can get up early enough where I can catch Gus and see if I can.
There we go. That
maximize
should
my
balance
time.
our audio pretty nicely.
Yeah.
But welcome in to
Yeah, no
Carbon
problem.
2185,
I'll approach
a
Gus and-
Cyberpunk Dungeons and Dragons
Hey, Gus.
experience.
Last night was a little wild. I'm curious. You know where I might be able to reach out to that Rajas guy that I fought last night?
Yeah, he would look to you, and he kind of looks a little sleepy. He's obviously, the junk food and kind of sporadic sleep schedule doesn't really do well for him. He's having a hard time waking up in the morning, but he kind of rubs the sleep out of his eyes, and he's like, yeah, Rajas, let me reach out to the Rat King and see if maybe he can track down his whereabouts. He knows, the dwellings of of pretty much every person in the city, but I'm not exactly sure what the time frame on something like that is. So I will let you know as soon as I find out.
Out of curiosity, Palmer, does the name Rat King mean anything to me as a former New Yorker?
No, you wouldn't be familiar.
I know it's from. It's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you're in New York, so it makes sense.
Good point.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I'll just wait around until I can get some information on Rojas' whereabouts or lack thereof.
Okay. Writing down some notes to try to catch up since my notebook was disappeared-y.
Tran here? I haven't heard him speak yet. Tran.
I'm here.
Oh hey. Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
I've been here. So
You were deaf and I didn't know. You were undeaf.
Trad's busy being a professional
Alright,
gamer.
hey, do you have anything else you want to do before? I'm good. Anyone want to do last minute shoppings? Do you want to replace your shit that you used in the fighting ring there? Smoke.
I'm not sure I need to.
You used the EMPA and a smoke, didn't you?
Yeah, I used an EMP and a smoke grenade. Although the smoke grenade didn't help me for shit.
Sure.
I should probably restock on my ammo. Thinking on it.
August 4th would be Wednesday.
It would.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just doing something. Somebody just messaged me about a schedule-related thing. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Asian time. 9 p.m. Asian time to Central time.
That's UTC, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be UTC 6.
Asian time does not sound like the actual name of a time zone.
Yeah, I
because
don't know.
Yeah.
It's a huge ass continent.
It's very, very large.
Weird question. Because
Oh,
I've
Riyadh.
never really understood. I've always heard mixed answers to this question. Is Russia a part of Asia or is it a part of Australia?
2 p.m. So it's 8 hours ahead.
Australia. It's part of Asia and a little bit in Europe, mostly in Asia.
The
Australia?
only country in Australia is Australia.
Yep, well, you have New Zealand, which is a little bit of a fuzzy matter. What continent is New Zealand? Really?
Nah, dude, New Zealand's just Australia for dummies.
It's arguably being on the same like landmass or tectonic plate or whatever like that. It's kind of part of Australia, but yeah, wrong hemisphere for it to be for Russia to be a part of it.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say Europe. I've always heard either Asia or Australia.
No, it's literally some of Russia is in
Okay.
Europe. Like
So New Zealand is weird in particular because it literally lies on a tectonic plate
Yep.
boundary between the Australian and Pacific plates. I'm looking at a plate map to make sure I get this right. And basically, Africa is its own one. Indian is kind of its own subplate. It's subducting into the Eurasian plate, and India is going to remain because the Eurasian plate is kind of
Buckling.
yeah, and a similar deal with Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the Philippine plate, which is almost gone and is disappearing. That's part of the Ring of Fire
Alright.
being a thing.
Alright,
But yeah.
we could also talk about the Earth being swallowed by supernova. First, we have to get over climate change, guys.
The bottom line is, if
Completely
you
irrelevant,
look,
buddy.
if you look at all of this, Australia, the Australian plate includes like part of New Zealand, and the island, or what island is that? And that's it. It's like, and that's not even an entire country. It's the one with Papua New Guinea and part of Indonesia on it. That island, I forget the exact name of it.
Okay.
The island off of India.
No. Well, it's one of them, but it's more. It's much closer to. I'm gonna find the name of it real quick here.
As long as it's not the island of misfit toys.
Okay, I guess it's just the island of Papua.
Oh,
It's got
Papua New
yeah.
Guinea.
Pappy
Yeah,
Van Winkle.
Papua New Guinea, and it's only the island that is split between them and Indonesia. That's the only island that is actually on that plate. So technically there's a little bit more, but it's like half of one country, part of another, and a smaller part of a third.
Yeah.
So where were we?
Time
Sorry
zones.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, Palmer was doing notes.
I know, and now we're talking about like the actual game. It's like even before that.
All right, I should be good to go now. Sorry. It's this new gig I'm doing. It's starts next week, and people are changing their schedules.
No worries.
Oh, scheduling's always fun. Very fun.
Alrighty. So yeah. Believe you. Yeah. Aside from the racking stuff, anything else you guys want to do upon waking up this this early morning hour?
Do we have time to hit the whorehouse again?
Nope.
Damn.
I'm just saying nope on that one.
There's always room for Jello.
Do we is there an exchange rate for bullets?
This is actually not a bad question.
What do you mean, like trading them in?
Yeah.
Like if I want to trade 9mm for 7.62. I understood what you meant.
Go to the crafting station.
Well, the thing is, like, I have an entire bag full of shotgun ammo, and I no longer have a shotgun. So
Yeah, your best bet would have to be you selling them and then
Give it to an
repurchasing.
orphan. He might need it.
Yeah, give it to a child in need, dude. Come on now.
The streets are cold out there, bro.
Yeah. It's hard out here in the streets.
I don't think a 10-year-old's gonna have much use for AP shotgun ammo.
Hey, man.
You don't know.
You never
Cyberpunk,
know.
bro.
Depends on the 10-year-old.
Yeah, it
you don't
really
know
does.
Cyberpunk, bro.
Yeah, come on. Who are you to deny that child his dreams?
I don't think little Susie needs any ionized shotgun ammo.
No, it's
And
sent to be
heaven
fully
forbid,
grown
and
and
heaven-
10-year-old.
And heaven forbid I give little Timmy flathead shotgun ammo.
Have you ever met 10-year-olds? All they want to do is shoot shotguns. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
yeah,
me?
No doubt. Shit,
Bruh.
I've never met a 10-year-old that doesn't shoot shotguns.
What?
Listen, man.
Palmer lives in Texas. Kids are born
I
with
live in
guns.
Texas.
Listen,
Calling
man.
you on
I'm trying
that
to
one.
leave the world better than when I came into it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a 10-year-old with a shotgun shell sounds better.
Mom,
Duh.
I don't like my breakfast. No, be quiet and eat your guns, honey. That's how it is in Texas.
Fucking God.
Whips crack and horse neighing in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anywho, just fucking throw it out, dude. Who cares? It's probably not worth shit.
Find someone who's gonna buy it. It's not that difficult.
See, that's what I'm asking.
They're
Is there
cheap.
anybody? Would I know any old spots in New York?
I
where
will
I
give
could
you
look up
$1
some shit?
for it.
No, I mean you would just have to go to your standard store and sell them and then repurchase whatever you needed.
All right, I'll go to a standard weaponsmith and see if I can fence these this
Yield.
shotgun ammo off.
Okay.
Now remind me, we are able to bring whatever we want more or less into London.
Correct. Yes,
So
you
something-
will.
okay.
You guys are going
It's a
private.
I
Yeah.
have a feeling we're not gonna. This is a mission, bro. We're not going commercial.
Yeah, you guys are going private, so you'll be able to maintain your you'll be able to maintain your belongings and such, your weapons.
Yeah, mission with public transpo is gonna be interesting. Excuse me, I'm gonna need this sniper rifle with me. Can I get that as carry on, please?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, maybe if you fly Spirit or something, they don't even check.
Huh? Oh,
Spirit.
that's weird.
No,
This.
Ryanair.
Ryanair's fucking awful.
Oh my god.
It has
Never heard of
literally
that.
been voted the worst airline year after year by every EDM DJ Twitter. That just it's awful. It's literally the worst. It makes
Alright, so let's
Spirit
say,
looks like a luxury.
Let's say Daggeron, gets the the whereabouts from Gus, takes a one of those vehicles. Then it takes him to the nearest weapons broker within the town. Not too far of a distance away. I'm still early morning as you opted to wake up so early, and You know, it's almost still dark outside a little bit. You can tell that the
No. I know better. I know better than that. I would wait for this.
what?
I know.
Oh.
I know better than to wake up a grouchy Smith. Fuck off. Fuck that off.
Okay, you want to wait for the rest of the group then?
Yeah, I'll wait for the rest of the group.
Okay.
When's our flight? That's the other thing.
Well, none of you guys are awake yet, are you? Are you downstairs and doing stuff?
The rest of the crew woke up from when I understood.
Okay.
I don't know when I woke up. When did I wake up? Whenever.
But I did want to see if I can, I want to handle that whole thing with Ross before I hop on that plane.
Okay.
So,
All right, so let's say the group is all up and reconvened back in front of Gus, and as you all kind of make your way downstairs, Gus says, "Oh, good morning, good morning. You know, I have your itinerary. However, I think that I am going to make some slight alterations. Something has come up, and I feel that we might need the day. We might need the day to deal with it, because I'm gonna need to recruit your help. I've cleared it with Blake. He says it's completely up to you guys. Obviously, you're at no obligation to help, but I could potentially make it worth your while. And truth be told, if what I think is true, then these people could potentially be aware of our flight plans later in the afternoon, and it could pose a great difficulty and quite a danger to try to make it to the airfield
does this
until
have
this
anything to
issue is dealt with.
does this have anything to do with that fuck, I actually had this written down, that one gang that we were talking about last week, the special forces people?
No. Those people are dead. You know, we killed them.
Legit.
Well, wait, I thought that, out of character, Palmer, I thought that we discussed that there was a gang that was still like in opposition to Blake. Am I remembering, or in opposition to Gus?
yeah,
Am I
the
remembering
one-
that wrong?
Well, the ones that were spying on us, of course. It was what's his name? How was it? What's his name? Douchebag who wanted to offer us the money for 9.
No, not Blake. Gus out here in New York.
You did Blake. Okay.
Yeah. So no, remember we talked about the newfound whatever people. You asked about them, and they were the opposition that.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, remember he said that he killed them. You asked about them last time, and he laughed and was
Right.
like, "Oh man,
And
they're
then there
they're
was
dead."
There was the pink.
Yeah, they're just a whatever gang. They're
Oh,
not
okay.
they're not like a major concern to
Right. Okay.
to the society.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
Hold on, let me go back up to that gang page. Where was it? Oh wait, this is the. I was like, what the fuck? How come I can't find the gangs? I'm in the wrong book. There we go.
Yeah. It'd be like that though.
Yeah, I wish that there was,
Oh,
and you know
gang.
their second book doesn't have like, you know, usually on the PDF I'll open up that tab on the side that has it all broken down by category, but the second PDF doesn't.
Are they coming out with anything new soon?
Yeah, I believe so.
Not in the Discord, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, the New York Peacekeeping Force are the ones that initially were, you know, the opposition trying to claim the city's control from the society once upon a time, and the society did manage to strong arm them out and pretty much wipe them off the face of the city's map, and the, you know, few scragglers who managed to survive definitely don't reconvene, and much less under, you know, the same organizational flag as they once did.
Okay.
The other one was the Venom Thorn. They're basically the cannibals that run the underbelly.
Oh yeah, that's who I was thinking of, the Venom Thorns.
Yeah, they
My bad.
yeah, they stay underground, and, you know, don't really mess with people as long as they're not messed with type of situation.
There's
That's
also
not
the
who we're
Rat
dealing
King.
with, is it?
What's up, Larry?
I don't know, I'm just saying the Rat Kings. I like the name.
Rat King is cool, yeah. Would you ask, Smokey?
That's not who we're. I was asking in character. That's not who we're dealing with, is it? The Venom Thorns.
No. No, these these people are a little bit better funded than
Like
than
a
the
corrupt
Thorns.
government?
You could say that. There are, some, there are it's no surprise there are some conflicts when you from opposition, so to speak, when you are the tip top of a governing body. And yeah, this the corporations around here, while I do give them a sweet deal, sometimes they get a little greedy. They don't like the taxation rate. They don't like my very relaxed method of governing, and they're out to get a little bit more for themselves. So they hire these organizations, these groups, and because we're so close to the ability to go overseas, you get a lot of foreign terrorist organizations that are fleeing wherever they're from and looking for a decent day's work and a field they're experienced in. So it's not rare for these corporations to put some money together. Even sometimes rival companies will join forces in an effort to come and take us down. But what do you think? Any kind of like nods to the Neuralink controlled security on either side of his desk? He's like, these, it might seem pretty relaxed here, but these guys just aren't for show. I promise you that. He says, but they, if they're after me, that means they're probably well aware of your being in town, and I'm sure the spectacle yesterday at the event probably made them feel like they needed to act sooner.
God damn it.
Is it because you keep eating all their potato chips?
Oh man, I'll tell you what. It's a surprise that the only place that hasn't come for me at this point is the potato chip manufacturer. I'd be running them out of business. And he kicks open his desk, and a different drawer than the last one slides out, completely stocked as well.
Is it full of cheese doodles?
What the hell
Are
is
there
a
cheese
cheese doodle?
doodles in that desk?
No, these are just regular chips.
Wait, how would you be running them out of business if you have all? Are you manufacturing your own? Are you stealing them?
No, I just feel like I might be eating them out of house and home sometimes. I might be going through more bags of chips here than they're able to even process.
Wouldn't that make you their best? Wouldn't that make you their best customer?
Yeah, you're probably right. He scratches the bottom of his chin, and he's
All
probably
right, bro,
doesn't help that I pay a discounted rate as well. It's probably not doing me any favors, but think about how expensive it would be if I bought all these chips at full price. That's just bad business.
I got a strong concept here for you, boss. Are you ready for it? If you are already the best customer, you control the market. So if you stop eating chips for like a month or two, the stocks will take a hit. You can buy in and then go back to eating like normal, and then the more chips you eat, the more money you make. Eh?
It's actually pretty good. You can tell this one's got his PhD.
No.
How valid that
No,
is.
no, he definitely doesn't have his Don't. No.
He's a doctor, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Character, I hate how valid
Yeah, he is a doctor.
Don't think we've ever.
Wait,
touched-
you're not invested in the market? Didn't you know? Stonks only go up.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's probably some legal gray area with the governing body investing into the public markets. I feel like.
Do you care?
No, it's pretty normal.
Is that a thing, really?
Yeah.
But that's a very legit question from Dagron. Do you care?
Oh, I care. I'm all about, my people respecting me, because without the respect of the people, the governing body is nothing.
You should run for president of the United States.
Nah, all those aliens in close douchebags in San Francisco, not really my biggest fan.
You know what? That's fair.
Have you thought about being a local comptroller, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
The fuck is a comptroller?
A comptroller is
They collect
comptroller
taxes.
is like your district tax guy.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're like,
I know. Jello
oh.
is reacting.
Jello
but
has no
I see
idea.
people that are like, elect me comptroller. I'm like, you want to be a fucking government accountant? That sounds awful, dude. Anybody who's willing to freaking campaign for that definitely has my vote. Cause like, what the fuck is the matter with you?
But like, honestly, do comptrollers really exist in the year 2185?
Nah. Gus
You wanna
says you
roll
don't know
with
what the
that?
hell you're talking about. And I think that I don't know if there's comptrollers in every state either.
As far as I know, not all states.
North Carolina doesn't have one. I know for a fact Missouri doesn't have one.
No, for a fact, Philadelphia has them.
Oh yes,
yeah,
we
have
do.
them in Texas. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what a comptroller is, but I'll let you know if I see one.
You'll know it when you see it because it's got two handles and a large joystick.
That's a controller, motherfucker.
Yeah, that sounds like half of the synth honeys I get sent up here. You know what I mean? And he like pats Jello on the shoulder.
But I don't think
No,
I
that's
don't think
not-
you'll hear any.
That's a kink I never had too much fun with, honestly.
Mm,
But yeah, whatever. You do you.
An acquired taste.
I don't think you'll hear any objections from us. There's nothing else to talk. Just point us in the direction where we need to go.
Yeah. See, that's kind of the issue. There's a couple directions. I personally, I'm gonna go and try to handle this civilly. I'm gonna go talk to the corporations, and I'm gonna go talk to, whoever they're paying. And I found that in my years of experience, that just paying better than the companies are willing to pay usually is enough to solve the issue. But in the meantime, I'm gonna send you to potentially uncover some information for me from the captain of the mercenary squad that I've had some run-ins with the past, and I feel like if he sees me there, of course it'll tip him off, but you might be able to glean some information in the process that could help me prevent this from happening again in the future. So I'll give you the details on that. Any immediately you guys see his like Neuralink kind of like a right on where his temple would be, kind of a soft blinking of light, and all of you who use Neuralinks would receive the coordinates and directions basically of this nightclub that's down in the pits of the downtown area, and you would only be familiar with this area because those of you who went to the
have a
lady
great
house
night,
that first
Dad. Get yourself some rest.
would have been in that general vicinity.
We'll see you tomorrow.
downtown
Congratulations on your
location.
glorious looking
Now, as
chicken
you,
fingers.
get this address real transparent like.
Immediately as soon as that address comes in, it's like, Stavros shut down? I think that's the same exact place. God damn it.
Is there a Pokestop there?
Used to be.
Yeah.
Will Pokemon Go in the
Hey, I feel like that'd be very valid to have in 2020.
And not even if they didn't have it, but for it to be like a nostalgic retro thing, to be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's the old
Pokemon Go, man, it's been a minute
Okay,
since
we
I
can't
heard that.
generate
God damn.
50 at
Like
this
the
point.
the same way you walk past like a
Little
statue of like an
Pokemon.
old war hero, and you're like, oh yeah, that's the old local gym, man.
Yeah.
Trying to like peek in the windows, and you see like graffiti, and you see like raccoons, everybody like runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry about
Generation
that.
50 is
Shit
the
got
Pokemon
real
at
for a
this
second.
point.
Go on.
Palmer. Okay. In character. Dagron will ask. Did you get this information from the Rat King?
Now it's a serious amount of chicken tenders.
No, I've got intelligence around that has tipped me off to things like this.
To be honest,
I
that
have
doesn't
people
sound
watching
terrible.
all the way on the coast.
Barbecue chicky
Out
thingy
in
wrap?
the sea, I've got some
Yeah.
some ships out there that notify me if anyone
You want me
approaching.
to turn on the oven?
Generally, we keep an inventory of anybody who comes in and out of the port, and they're pretty easy to spot. People that could be potentially troublesome.
Problematic.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I've been pretty on board with this dude the entire time, but the concept that he has enough people to completely watch a port actually seems a little bit suspicious to me.
Then he's gonna blow up the Statue of Liberty. Come on now.
Insight
That's
check.
what gets you. That's what
I'm not
gets you.
Not necessarily an insight check, but I'm trying to figure out if he's lying to us to seem like he's
I'll assist
like
you
he's
with
got a
sense
bigger
motive.
hold on things than he does, or if he's lying to
No,
himself
alright.
and he actually believes he has that good a handle on
I will
things.
assist you in that sense motive check because I've also had that same thought.
Yeah, sense
Do it.
motive? Yeah, sure,
But I
sense
mean, like,
motive.
He said other wild things that you didn't even.
All right, Track. Yeah, go ahead and give
Oh
me.
yeah, no, and again, I know this is the weird one for me to jump up on, but this is the one. This is kind of the one that finally. You said you want to do sense motive?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a
Yes.
sense motive.
Right.
At
At
advantage.
advantage because Smokey. Okay, so there's 1, 2. Thanks for advantage.
So with a 15, you
Something.
notice his, he looks a little bit stressed, definitely more stressed than the nonchalant attitude he's been, fronting up so far. But, he seems like, he knows what he's talking about. You get the idea that, he is a kind of a,
So he might actually have all of that in hand.
yeah, you get the vibe that he's a lazy dude. But,
Oh, you're off. I mean,
is
you're off.
actually probably a
oh, yeah.
pretty good authority considering that they,
We got
do
super
control
farm
all of
stuff
New
this
York.
week.
He hasn't actually come across to me as lazy at all, even though every time we've talked to him, he's been sitting there eating chips. Don't
Yeah,
ask
he's
me to
just-
explain that.
he's got like stoner vibes,
A little bit, yeah.
He's not a dumb guy. He just chooses to do more relaxing than most people would probably be cool with.
You're not wrong.
Curiosity.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, who's our people person at this point? I'm
I
no
don't know.
longer an
Where,
investor.
God, I hope
where,
it's not
where
me.
did he go, man? I don't know. He was there, and now he's not there anymore. We don't
Well,
have one now.
Well, okay. Who's got the highest people skill in this?
Not me.
In the party, I've got 17.
You're definitely higher than me, I think. I'm a -1.
9.
What are we looking for?
People
Who's
skill. Who's
highest
got the
people
best?
skill?
I'm an 8. Yeah, I'm not rocking a people skill here. And yet I am.
So I think it's 11.
speaking up.
Let me see. The people is. Yeah,
You
12.
can't stop
I,
me.
I have a +1 to people. So
I have a
Yeah,
13.
Mine is a 17.
Yeah, so you have the highest. You're still the face.
God damn it. What do you want? Okay. Okay. I guess Dagmar will ask. Is there any way we can keep in touch with this informant of yours? See if we can get any
I don't think we should stay
I'm
here
not
much
saying- I'm
longer,
not
though.
saying-
Like, this sounds like you're trying to go down a rabbit hole. We need to get to London. This is not like. How long is this gonna take?
Well, this is stopping us from getting to London.
Oh, I thought you meant I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the rat king thing about. Sorry,
Mother-
sorry.
Pay attention, Larry. But yeah, if we can talk to your informant, see what get some information about what he saw with his eyes, might help us, with our job.
Okay.
I can just go scout it out too. Come up stealthy and see what's up.
Is that a thing that we can?
Pretty sure
We can
there's
arrange?
high areas around that I could look at down on. Yeah. I don't know. Gus, what's the area look like?
Well, you talking about the area that I need you to go to?
Yeah, the place that need the problem solved. Is there any way to scout it out first, or will we be in an area that's like essentially closed off?
He sent us the coordinates so we can.
Yeah, I mean it's a nightclub destination, but
Oh,
you know,
okay. I thought it was at the. For some reason, I thought it was the airport or something where we didn't have to.
no, he led you to believe though that the airport might be covered while they're attempting to isolate and flush him out, knowing that he intends to take you
Alright,
guys
the
there
airport
later.
was mentioned.
Yep.
That's not where we're going. Okay.
So, if you
yeah.
guys need to, we can, depending on how quickly we can get this dealt with, we might still be able to. We might still be able to catch our flight out this evening if we hurry.
All right. Let's go. Let's go
Handle
to.
it.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to this nightclub.
Right. And he looks at his wrist, even though there's no watch there. He says, "Okay, well, let me have the
Does
car.
that a lot. I noticed.
Let me have the car. Grab you, and get you close. I'm not gonna have you dropped off in one of my vehicles right outside. It might stir up more trouble than it's worth if the
That makes a lot of sense.
the members of this group are organized within. However, I will stay in comms with you. If you need me, feel free to reach out, and I'll quickly respond with a call while I go to try to deal with things. The corporate way, I guess. I'm gonna put on my suit. Oh, man, where is my suit? He asked to one of his AI dummies that's standing right next to him. Obviously, he gets no response, and he just continues upstairs, kind of muttering to himself on the way to hunt down his own outfit.
Wait, was he in his underwear that whole time?
No, he's just in like some jeans and a white tee type thing.
Casual.
Okay.
Feel like there's a very slight thread to tug on there, but I'm missing it.
Hey,
Oh yeah, speaking of that, dude, earlier today there was news that said that said China is putting pigs inside of a hotel to kind of isolate them while the COVID stuff is being dealt with. And it's a 13-story hotel that all these pigs are staying in, and they call it the Hog Hotel. And I was like, dude, I just know there's a joke here somewhere. I just can't figure it out.
there has to be.
Pretty solid.
They're in pig heaven.
Anyways,
Or you-
so
Hog,
You could call it Long Pig as well.
Oh.
yeah, I was like, this is like a Motel 6 trademark or something. I just know it.
Yeah, Alex not too far off actually with that one. Log Pig's a good one.
So as you guys, as he kind of walks away, you hear the doors open behind you, and you can already see one of the vehicles you guys have frequented, or you've used frequently in your travel amongst the city, waiting outside there for you. Now, similar to other coordinates that you might receive for people, you can kind of see almost a semi-transparent overlay, basically over your eyes, that essentially is like a green arrow on the ground, almost like a quest, path guide in like an RPG or something, like a faint line at your feet that's kind of telling you the optimal direction.
Yeah.
So you guys hop in the car. You have anything you need to prep or anything to that matter?
I think most of us honestly did most of our prep before the
for the
fight
first-
arena happened last week.
I think I did it before we even left for New York, and I haven't done shit.
Yeah, a little bit of that too. I think most of
Well,
us have been ready.
I still need to find somebody to swap these bullets, swap out these bullets, but that's about it.
Throw them on the ground.
Give them to
Swap
some
out with the earth.
orphans.
Give them to the earth.
If you plant them, they'll grow into more bullets.
Perfect.
Yeah, shotgun shell trees.
I'm
Are you
not
Look.
sure
sure
that's
how
not 7
that
days?
works.
Look, Hans is a doctor. He knows this is true, and I'm a nurse.
I know biology, and I'm telling you, if you plant those bullets into the pavement, they will grow shotgun shell trees.
He has a
Insight
PhD.
Insight check.
Your insight tells you nothing. This is
Yeah.
far too much nonsense for you to begin to
No,
unravel.
this is nonsense.
Have you not remembered that he has a PhD? I think we just discussed.
I
What,
definitely
he does
have
it sauce?
PhD.
What do you have?
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Sauce? Fuck.
What's-
huge dick.
I'm still of the opinion that Dr. Killjoy over here does not have a PhD.
I almost positive he doesn't.
Never know. Never know.
Also, I'm not Dr. Killjoy. If anything, I'm like Revivify Joy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Dr. Roy Choi.
I'm Dr. Kill Bummers.
Hey, wait, that
Help me
dude
out.
said
Help me out here. Help me out. I'm like 80% of the way there.
Dr. Butts.
Okay.
The guy said we could get him on the comms if we needed anything, right?
Yeah. You could reach out to him. You guys will still be, within 50, 60 miles of each other. You're
Can
just
I
in the
can I
same
reach
city,
out to
man.
him really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I had a passing thought. Can you get me some all dress chips? I haven't been able to find them for years.
All dress. I can see, but I mean, and if they don't have some, I can maybe put in a good word and get some manufactured.
I used to be able to get them locally, but like I haven't been able to find any for the past like almost 2 years now, and it's driving me.
is Ruffles local to,
Sweet, good
to
enough.
San Francisco?
Ben, how loud are you having this conversation on comms?
Fairly.
Okay.
I've actually had this conversation with myself in real life because our Wegmans doesn't carry fucking all dressed anymore.
As soon as you get off the phone, I'm just gonna shake my head at you and be like, "You're gonna have a hard time finding those all-dressed chips. You know, those were outlawed after the Great Chip Wars of 2112."
And can I roll a history on that, Palmer? Would I be able to know anything about?
Taco Bell now the only fast food restaurant with the fast food wars too.
I'm rolling history for chip knowledge. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, you can roll history for chip knowledge.
Oh my god.
You don't know shit.
Yeah.
Good.
You've
know,
heard of the Potato Chip Wars.
yeah, you
Sorry.
you know, faintly, it almost sounds familiar, and the way that it was spoken to you makes you, you know, err on the side of believability. But you don't know enough personally based on your history check to really know for certain.
God damn it. Potato chip war. It's canon now. There's gonna be a potato chip war in 2112. Oh no.
Well, there will have been. Sorry.
You never know.
All we know is that Lay's spent all the money because they had all the money. Jay's got crushed,
Oh, baba.
and
Gotta live like 99 more years to start a potato chip war.
then Tucket just kind of did their
But
own
look at
thing,
my
carved
stupid
out
face.
their own space, and still exists to this day because they own New England.
What
What
about
about
Ruffles?
Pringles? What about Pringles?
Pringles, yeah.
Pringles memed
No, no,
the
no, no,
hardest, but in the
No,
end
no.
they lost.
No, Pringles started using fission, and they ended up burning all their plants down by reactor meltdowns. Faulty
Okay.
fission reactors.
I am the sole remaining soldier of the Ruffles army.
Look, all I'm saying is
And I
y'all
don't
don't
mean my
know.
character, I mean me, Mike.
Y'all don't know shit about Middlesworth.
What?
That's right.
Middlesworth
It's
is
a kind of
local,
chip,
is a local
and
brand.
I'm sure it was wiped out immediately because of their small
What
numbers.
about us?
They're out, dude. Nah, they're based out of the middle of fucking Pennsylvania. Ain't nobody traveling to the middle of Pennsylvania for shit.
I'm trying to remember. There's a local
Local.
Is it Utz that's local to North Carolina?
No.
Us, PA. It's definitely Pennsylvania Dutch. Or Mennonite. It's definitely a German pretzel factory. Pretzel.
Utz is out of Hanover.
Hanover. And there's Hanover. And there's also Hanover. I don't know. I don't think they do chips though. I think they only do pretzels.
Anyway.
According to the internet, there is 1 in 6 snacks Carolina Kettle out of North Carolina. That's it.
Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, let's head to this bar and see what this informant has to say.
All right, so you guys, what's it that?
I guess on the way to the bar, am I doing the talking?
I mean,
Or-
we already established that as far as at least person skills go, it's kind of you.
Well, Katomo's not far behind. You said you got a 16, right? Ben?
Oh, I've got an 8.
Yo, y'all don't even know about Wise Potato Chip Factory.
Weiss, yeah. Weiss.
Actually, I've heard of that one.
W-I-Z-E. The owl, right?
They're up in Nipa.
Oh, what?
Yo, I forgot about Diefenbach's too, out of Walmelsdorf down here.
Yes. No.
Most of those sounded like fake words and names to me.
Nah, these are legit places. Pennsylvania has a weird fixation with potato chips. I've literally heard all these ones from PA. That's in normal
Wise was
chat.
Berwick, wasn't it? Wise was started in Berwick, wasn't it?
That's where it didn't start there. That's where they currently exist. I'm not saying where they were started. That gives too much information about what I know and where I've lived.
Now it does because you
Okay.
said all of that. If you
Good
hadn't,
luck.
nobody would have realized it.
Yo, Better Made out of
pretty
Detroit.
sure- I'm
It's
pretty
like
sure
if
I
I
had
said-
zaps.
I could totally tell you what part of the military-industrial complex is right down the road for me, but if I don't, you'll never know.
Ah,
Oh shit! I buy El Milagro tortillas all the goddamn time.
yeah,
You
we're from
have a 1
Chi-Town.
in 3 chance of knowing.
I've had Brother Kane.
Although
All
I
right.
thought Wise was also they also had like a factory in New Jersey or something like that.
Probably. They probably have tons of factories all around the tri-state area. Right, factories everywhere. So does Utz. Just not where they started.
Okay, apparently Utz does make potato chips. I've had their pretzels before I knew that I was gluten intolerant.
Anyway, Katomo, you said you had a skill of 16.
Again,
Your
no.
people.
I have a skill of 8.
Katomo.
Not.
Oh.
not
I thought you heard you say trend both times. I'm sorry.
And I know, shocker, I've had Better Made being from Michigan.
never heard of that.
Ben,
But yeah, I had almost half of them.
what is thy people skill?
Ben's not here.
You're
No?
welcome.
Would you like the message?
Did he walk away from his computer again?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, it's usually the next guess.
Okay. So, okay. I guess the question is, what are we asking this guy? Like before we get in there, let's make sure we get our story straight. We don't
I'm not
want to.
saying
We don't
shit.
want to. I don't want to drag attention to. I don't want to drag attention to Gus because I think that's something he's trying to avoid. But
You're asking,
Adam-
you're not asking me, right?
That's the party.
Okay, I was about to say, because I'm fucking telling
I'm
you.
just gonna say
I don't
fuck
exactly
all.
have input on this one.
Say it again.
I said I don't exactly have input on this one. Larry said I'm gonna tell him to fuck off.
No,
know
I'm
which
gonna
one
say
you
fuck
wanted to know.
all.
Oh,
Fuck
fuck
all.
all. Okay, close
I'm
enough.
not saying shit. I'm keeping quiet.
Palmer, Palmer, out of character, can you give Smokey a brief recap of the situation? Just a brief synopsis.
Yeah, I mean, he told you guys that there is a, he believes that there is a mercenary group hired by some of the corporations who, sometimes try to force the society's control or have people lose faith in the society's control in an effort to potentially be in an environment where their taxes are better or they have less restrictions or what have you. And he said he's going to go try to talk with them civilly, and if that fails, he's going to try to pay off the mercenaries to just solve the issue all at once. But in the meantime, he wants you guys to go and cover some information from the person that the mercenary group has leading the actual foot soldiers, basically the commander, so to speak.
And he doesn't want attention drawn to him, correct?
He felt that if that guy would be less willing to talk to him, knowing who he was, and might be more willing to talk to you guys.
Okay. I just want to make sure, like, and I'm getting back in character. I just want to make sure, like, before we talk to this guy, that we have the situation correct, I don't want to go in there and start spouting off words left and right, and we're in a gunfight.
No, I'm not gonna say anything to that.
Like, out of character, you guys have seen how well Smokey negotiates. So
Get better. Get better.
Yeah, that was Inspector Smokey.
Why don't you try some intimidation? Maybe just yell at them.
No, yell
because
in a
I
monotone
got
manner.
class.
I mean, what happened with Kodomo in the SMG to the face that one time?
What?
Oh, Trevor.
Trevor. You totally forgot about Trevor. It's the guy you fucking just blasted his face.
Yeah.
Eh, whatever. My cult took
Oh,
care of it for
whatever.
me.
Well, not gonna lie. Like, Ben, I was asking you. You said you had a people score of 16, right?
What?
You said that your people stat was 16, correct?
Hold on. I think I'm having a stroke. That did not like sound like words to me.
Your people stat. You know how we have stats in the game? The game we're playing right now, the one that you're currently in.
Yeah.
Stats, like strength. There's a people stat. What is it at?
13.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, you're still the face, dude. Jeez.
God damn it.
Ah.
Good.
I think
Or we can all just fumble too. You know what? Failing's also a thing. You know, Smokey. We don't have to win every single encounter. You know, failing is funny. Failing makes interesting situations. You don't have
why
to
are
be
you
100%.
telling me this?
Same with
Yeah,
the
pretty
travel
irrelevant.
logger situations.
Alright,
It's
I think that's irrelevant
go.
to the situation.
no, it's completely irrelevant because you can try within your character in a very charming way and fail because of the circumstances, and that's fun.
It's fun. I love it. I love failing.
Yeah, I don't think
Alright,
Sophie's
anyway.
problem is about failing, though. I think he's just tired of being the face. I honestly just think it's not like his
No,
problem is
honestly,
failing.
it's not that I'm tired of
kind of-
being the face. It's just that I'm kind of just trying to. Smokey is trying to function the right words in his head. He's having
Oh, okay.
trouble. That's why I'm trying to like discuss it with you guys in character. What do we say when we get there?
Why don't we just be matter of fact and tell the truth? Why are you trying to mess with our boy? What's going on? Why can't we leave? Just be straightforward. Don't try to be. We don't always need to have a plan.
That works for
Like-
me. Follows fails, we fuck them up.
Yeah,
Like
straightforward. Yeah.
honestly, being the face is not a problem for me. I just want to make sure that I have the right words before I go into any situation. That way, if I can avoid combat, that's a possibility that we can throw on the table. You know, handle things like adults.
All right, let's go.
Have
Let's
guns
go.
and samurai
Let's go.
swords and
We're
shit.
going. Let's move this story along. Let's go.
Yeah.
Move it on.
So, yeah, you guys are in the. You guys are in the. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so you guys are within the vehicle, and it's kind of traveling through the streets, but you know, similar of your experiences in the past. You almost feel like the vehicle isn't moving. You know what I mean? It has like no, you know, it stabilizes the trip so well that there's almost no motion, and it's kind of eerie. But as you travel, you know are you kind of understanding for the distance that it is, and having the coordinates, you know, built into your little brain piece there, your Neuralink. You know that you're approaching. You know, you're probably approaching the venue here, and you have you know, you feel the vehicle kind of and decompress, meaning that it's lowering to the ground, signifying that you've obviously come to a stop. Now, as you do this, you can tell based on the coordinates on your Neuralink and your HUDs here that you are not exactly. Hold on 1 second. You're not exactly in front of the location that you guys were intending to go to, but instead you are kind of being dropped off in a back alley here, and I will move you guys here. Yep. Go ahead.
Any of this area look familiar to me at all?
No, I mean it's just it looks pretty much like every other, you know,
Back alley that I've been
city
to?
back alley in this area, yeah.
Gaming.
And you know, as you arrive, you can't help but notice that you know, it's rather empty, it's quiet, and you can almost hear the of like the you know, the club music coming from the distance, making it quite easy for you to identify exactly where the club is. And but again, there doesn't seem to be anybody, you know, in your immediate vicinity.
Isn't it like still like super early in the day? Like, at least close to noon.
Yeah, yeah, it would be, and you would have like an idea for the time of day based on just kind of where the sun is at now. You know, granted, a lot of the a lot of the atmosphere and stuff like that, and just just in 2186 is very, or 2185 rather, is very it's hazy and foggy. So even in the middle of the day, it's still kind of overcast and a little. It almost has like that Seattle feel to it, where it's a little dark and damp, even though it is what would be the middle of the daytime.
Like a
And,
wildfire drifting across the continent.
Yeah, some to that degree.
Thanks, California.
You do see on your immediate right a small little area where people are, potentially eating, and you can tell that there's like a little cart there that has it's right here, that has the little street vendor, oven or whatever you would call it. Sorry, the street vendor thing is foggy and smoky and hot, as if it was still actively cooking something or had been recently used. But there doesn't seem to be anybody in the immediate vicinity that's actually utilizing it.
It's not one of those automated deals, is it?
You can walk up to it and investigate it if you'd like to.
Sure.
Do it.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me an investigation.
7.
So you kind of poke your head over, you kind of lean over it, you're kind of looking down at it. You kind of wave your hand over it, and you can still feel the heat permeating from it. But it looks like it requires somebody to be using it. Just at a general glance, that you would expect someone standing there, at least handing the items out.
Fair. Alright. I will, this is here's the club that we need to go into, right?
The club would actually be this way. Scoop. That is the direction of the music that you're currently hearing.
What's this here?
That's what?
This building right here.
Well, that is it's just what looks to be on one of your typical shops. The back entrance to one of these small shops. That one specifically looks like a merchandise shop.
Cool. I can get a.
Let's see if we can steal this motorcycle for no fucking reason.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure you could.
All right. So we moving forward, guys.
Sure.
All right. I guess I'll make my way towards the. I would really appreciate it if I had some backup in that club, though. Not gonna lie.
I'm coming, man. I'm right behind you. I don't know what else these guys are doing. They're sticking their thumbs up their ass.
They see it. Hans and Katomo see a bike, and they're gonna try to steal it. Oh no.
This guy's got big ideas. So with the
Not a bad plan.
Yeah, sure.
To quote Tommy Vercetti, nice bike.
That sure is a nice bike, Prince Noctis.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if something would have happened to it.
All right, so we will say that you guys approach the nightclub on the back side here. Oops, the right map. And where is it? Oh, there it is. So you guys would, because you'd opted to come through the back way, you guys will be appearing right here. So now you can see it. You can kind of hear the music coming through the, little walls and windows and such, that it's going to be here on your immediate right side.
Here, don't worry, I got a plan.
Let's hear it.
Oh no, it's just on my stream end.
Oh, so you don't have a plan. Great.
Shh.
This isn't gonna be something that's gonna get him copyright stricken, is it, Palmer?
I don't know, maybe.
Whatever.
Just right click on the top of Roll20 on the tab and mute it.
Yeah.
Mute the tab.
I ain't fucking
Where's
concerned.
the door to this shitter?
So from where you can immediately tell, there looks to be, there looks
That
to be,
was the back
that's
entrance.
obviously the front entrance, and then right
Oh, it
here
is?
you would have your 2 side entrances that you can see doors.
Okay. What's this? Like back here?
Where? That's the front door.
Okay. Did Gus say to go through the side entrance or through the front? Would I remember that, Palmer?
I don't know, would you?
Okay, I guess I'm going through. I'm gonna try to go through the front.
To the front? Okay.
Yeah,
no
I'm
problem.
gonna try to go through the front.
All right. Everybody else follow? Or are you gonna let him run solo? What do you want to do here?
Following. I'm 100%
Okay.
following him. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm following.
Definitely paying attention, but not going in yet.
I'll wait at the corner. Hey Jello, you think there are any sluts in the club?
Hey, yeah.
You
but-
ever been to a fucking club? Of course. it is.
Oh,
Unless it's a shitty one. Although you might not
they're
get the
still
right-
sluts. They're just low quality sluts.
There'll be one more once you join in.
Although if you get a general, if you
Why
got
don't
a
you go miss
preference-
another fucking sniper round, huh, buddy?
if you got the gender preference, though, you might not get what you want depending on the club.
True.
You can get
Then
whatever
again,
you
if
like
you
at
swing both ways,
21.85.
hey.
My mom always said I was ambidextrous.
Really? My mom said I was a lazy asshole.
I'm a synth. I don't have a mother, Palmer.
So yeah, as you guys round the corner, you know, there doesn't seem to be a bouncer or anything like that. The club door is actually, you know, is open.
I mean, it's early in the day. I would kind of expect.
Yeah, so you can kind of, as you look through the doorway just from the outside looking in, you do see, you know, like you do see the, you know, like people and insides of this venue here. It's a little hazy in there, probably mostly due to, you know, fog machines and things of that nature. But yeah, there looks like you could just walk in if you wanted to. You can see, you know, a little bit ahead of you, one of the first bars. You can see some.
All right, so if I were to,
Oops, sorry.
Oop.
Yeah, I fucked your thing up. Go ahead. You can move.
I guess that's actually where I wanted to move. I'll call out. Hello. Anyone here?
As you walk in, the sound that you make as you know, ask if anyone is there is kind of goes unanswered, as most people are, you know, kind of doing their own thing. And what the fuck was that? Okay, so
SLH Antarctica extended mix.
yeah, it seems like the song changed and it was louder than I expected. But so as you guys walk in and you're like, "Hello, is anyone in here?" Nobody seems to answer you because, you know, immediately.
Drowned out music.
Yeah, drowned out by music, and you can very obviously see there's lots of people partaking, sitting at different tables and stuff like that.
Homeboy over here looking mighty familiar.
Yeah, all the NPCs, I just fucking copy pasta those hoes.
That's the guy that tried to killed in our early sessions, right?
That sounds unlikely. If he
No,
were dead, why
that
would
was
he be
that
here?
was Blake. I mean,
No,
that
no,
was not Blake. That was James, right? What was his name?
Yeah, that's the model he used, right? The
No,
token?
no, he looked like this, like that.
Oh, right.
I mean,
Rip
to be
James.
fair though, Hans hasn't killed anybody. I really don't know what you're all talking about.
I
Yeah,
have
what's
a
up,
very
Ray?
small body count, and
Yeah, yeah.
arguably
In the
they were
grand
all
scheme of how many
intentional.
people you guys have defeated, you know, it's easy to overlook.
very much.
All right. I guess I'll take a look around the club. What's the T? What do I see?
So, yeah, I mean, if you're just kind of scanning the crowd for anything, you know, that stand out, you can go ahead and give me a perception.
I just
Turn it on. That's a 13. 14. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, as you scan the crowd, you don't nothing immediately jumps out at you. It looks like people are just kind of enjoying food or drinks or whatever at this hour. You do see two completely synthetic, not even like real human-looking synths. Just kind of here, I'll show you what they look
Have
like.
you thought about going the
Like
fuck
real
to
robotic
sleep?
looking, almost like security camera heads or whatever. Doing some pole dancing and whatnot on the stage here. And outside of that, you
Ridiculous.
see the
Fuck.
tables immediately behind
Look,
you.
if I'm functioning at 4 a.m., it's because I haven't slept yet. Getting up at
I
4
mean-
a.m. sounds like fucking
What the
turd work.
Where did you find that picture?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wait a minute. I can't see it. What is it?
No, it's literally a security camera with boobs on a stripper pole.
What
in
the
stripper-
absolute fuck?
That is what that
Homer?
is.
Hey man,
What? What?
Yeah, that's what that
Who?
is.
fucking internet's a
quite-
powerful tool, homies. I don't know what to
internet
tell
is
you.
a
Absolutely is.
powerful
Don't know what to
tool.
tell you.
Y'all
Jeez,
acting like
what
it's your first
was-
time online.
Rule
Yeah, what the
34.
hell?
What is it called again? Rule 34.
Yeah, Rule 34.
Uh-huh.
What's it called again? Like, well, I don't know.
Oh
what is
yeah,
it?
what Rule 34? I mean, is that right?
Is that what it's really
Exactly,
called? I
exact
forget,
number.
guys. Can you?
It's been
can
a
you tell us
while.
really
Is that
quick?
right?
Been a
Just
while.
Google search security camera stripper. Like, is that what you? Is that
No,
what you
I
Google
can't
search?
remember what I searched, but it definitely wasn't that.
Oh my god.
You also sound a little suspicious right there, Palmer. I don't remember
Yeah,
what I searched.
let
I
me
don't,
see
I
if I
don't know
can
what I
find
was
it
looking
again.
up.
I think I did.
What do
Cyberpunk.
you
Was I
mean
even-
the internet is basically porn?
Was I even intentionally looking for this, or did I just find this?
I actually think what happened was I found those, and then I was like, okay, so now I have to find a way to use these. And then I was like, nightclub art. There you
That
go.
I understand completely. I found
This will-
this. How do I
this
use
will-
this?
Yeah.
The centerpiece.
Homer, with my background as a bartender, would I be able
My
to,
cat fucking bit my glasses.
would I be
That got
able
me
to, like,
pissed
make
off.
myself kind of blend in without making myself too obvious?
Yeah, I think that it's a kind of a club scene anyways, and unless you're doing anything, outwardly nutty, that people aren't going to be immediately noticing you.
All right. I'm just kind of gonna try to jellyfish my way over. I'm assuming there's nobody on the dance floor, right?
No, the dance floor is this thing you can see here,
Right.
but it's vacant for right now.
All right. I'm gonna just jellyfish my way over to the nearest bar with a bartender by it.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna see that there's a bar immediately.
Okay.
next to you right here.
Ugh.
Hey,
Good.
he's the this guy look like he's tending the bar, or is he just?
Yep.
security?
Yeah, he looks like he's standing behind the bar. and
Condor is
assuming the
very
role.
vicious.
Now he
He
does
doesn't
look like he is.
Nicely.
He does look like he is not exactly. He looks like a basic synth model, wearing basic clothes. Just something you guys
is
would
he
be
doing
familiar
everything
with.
by regulation? Is he wearing the right equipment? Does he have all the things that are necessary to actually run a bar the right way?
Does he
Uh,
have?
which is what, alcohol?
Is he wearing the
It's a
regulation gloves?
nightclub.
Is he wearing his regulation gloves? Does he
Is
have
he
a robe
using
on?
jiggers?
Is he using? Does he have
You
a
can't
head?
say
Does he
that
have a
on
hair cap
Twitch.
on?
Yeah, come on,
on
you're gonna
now.
get me banned.
What? Oh, jiggers? Yeah, not jig. People are really, your bosses, if you're bartending, will be all on you about make sure you're using them. But then, like, anybody who's actually experienced at the bar is like, hell no, dude. they'll
These
slow
are
you way
awful.
down. Yeah, they slow you way down.
Is he wearing a hairnet though? We need to know the important things.
Does
He's
he
a
have a
sin.
cutting board? Is he cutting the limes the right way? Come on.
Are there water spots on the glasses? Come on, Palmer, paint the picture.
Is the shaved ice shaved on site or off site in a manufactured way?
When was the
What
last time they
language is-
updated their inspection on their ice maker?
What language is the busboy swearing in?
Is the food touching each other? Like the olives, are they separate from the lemons? Are the lemons separate from the limes?
Hey guys, when was the last time we looked at our lemon tree? It's been about 10 seconds, right?
Oh no.
Look, it's hard to keep the tuna from touching the beef, you know?
Oh,
Ba-dam, bam, ba-da-ba-da-bam, bam, 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 ba-dan, dibba-da-bam.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you're aware, just at first glance, everything looks to be pretty standard. You guys would be familiar that in bartending practices in this day and age, it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon about for scents and stuff like that to take these receptionists or bartending roles, things like that, because they are so mechanical and methodical with their instruction following. They are very, very efficient and easy to teach.
Okay. I'm just curious. From one bartender to another. I'm hoping he's doing all the things right. You know.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm cleaning my
I'll
keyboard
slide on up
keys.
to the bar and you'd be like, hey, give me
I'm definitely gonna make
give me a
myself
shot
some
of,
tea, but
shot of
the
whiskey mixed with some Jim
our
Beam.
dinner should be ready in like 2 minutes here. Plus, son, you like that?
Okay.
I was thinking about it.
He
And I'll do another scan of the club.
Wait, did
I
you
was
just ask
thinking
for
about it.
whiskey mixed with whiskey?
yeah. I
Oh
wasn't
wait,
gonna
I
say
thought
anything.
Jim Diamond was something else.
No, it's a whiskey.
Oh,
No,
no, we're not doing that.
I thought
I
it
know
was
better.
Are you
bartender.
sure? It's
knows
pretty
better.
high class.
Huh?
It's
All
a pretty
right,
high class
so
thing to do. Take 2 whiskeys and mix them together on ice.
Can I sense
So I
motive to
want-
see if Daggeron is actually a bartender?
I thought you were
No,
gonna sense
sorry,
motive on me to see if I was giving good
legitimately
advice.
did not know better.
No, I know you're not giving good advice. It's
No.
fucking.
like we know you messed up the setting info. It's fine, but we're still fucking around with the idea.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. Just mixing 2 whiskeys together, blinking on it.
Yes, I got it. 10-point strat.
You know what actually works surprisingly well?
Shutting the fuck
Whiskey
up and
mi-
drinking whiskey.
Well, that, but also like if you're someone who isn't a fan of how peaty a really peaty
Scotch.
Isla whiskey is,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
can
my girlfriend
mix
said
yeah,
loves
you,
whiskey, but hates peat.
you can get a little bit of it can be a fairly crappy scotch, like it can be fucking Johnny Walker Red,
Mm.
Ugh.
and then you just mix a little bit in there. Use that as a dilutant.
Although, okay, out of character, what would be something I could mix with Jim Diamond?
Probably ice or water.
Most whiskey diehards would tell you to drink it straight.
Yep. You get maybe one
So-
ice cube if you're
Or
lucky.
you get like a whiskey Coke, right?
So
Like,
in setting,
Not
is
for good
Jim
shit, though.
Diamond a scotch or is it a bourbon or
it
what
would
is
be
it?
a bourbon. It would be the bourbon, the realm.
Yeah, I
you
would
could
think
assume
that
that
because it's based in New York, so that's what I would think. But based on other info, it's kind of hard to tell.
Mhm.
Let me look at that
Okay.
book a little bit again. I had some ideas.
So, okay, then I guess in character, I'll ask for some Jim Diamond, just straight up Jim Diamond.
And as you asked the
I'll do-
bartender,
I'll-
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and I'll do another scan of the club while I wait for my drink. Just nod my head to the music and getting into the groove of things, and
Okay.
checking
Yeah.
out the robo strippers and
Yeah, as you ask for your drink, the bartender does, silently pour it for you, and immediately slides it across the counter, and
presentation. Oh my god.
and it, you have a small glass of basically a single shot of whiskey neat right in front of you, and he goes back to kind of standing in his thousand mile gaze.
Or what 1,000-mile gaze I can see behind with those glasses.
Yeah, he just goes back to pretty much
By the way,
staring.
they don't care that we're bringing in guns here. Like that's normal. I was about to ask that. Like,
Well, I was
yeah.
actually about to ask that as well. Does it look like anybody here is strapped or anything?
You can see that it's not uncommon in this day and age for most people to carry weapons on them.
There's no bouncers or.
Yeah, no bouncers or anything like that. It seems to be a pretty relaxed environment. You can imagine that most, just like any other place, if you happen to unsheath your weapons or something, there's
Oh, yeah,
probably a lot of
get the one
security that
Ain't
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
okay.
a problem if you don't make it a problem.
I remember this now. Like they actually had all the letters there. That's right.
But yeah,
So,
doing another scan of the bar. Anything come up?
No, from this new vantage point that you're at, you don't glean anything that's immediately different or standing out to you. You do kind of see to your now from where you're standing, you can kind of see this back area here that looks to be like a kind of a VIP-ish section. But other than that, nothing is immediately striking your gaze that didn't previously.
Is
Jello is going to start moving in to getting in the bar.
I was about to say is Stevie over here just gonna
I'm
stay there?
I'm wallflowering for sure.
Yeah, he's just lurking over there. It looks like in the backdrop. Yeah.
Wait till shit goes down. I don't need to get involved. I just look like maybe I know you.
I want to just go steal that motorcycle instead.
I'll turn to the bartender and ask oh wait, he's a synth, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, they can still speak and such.
anybody here that look like they might be expecting someone?
He kind of turns his head very mechanically towards you. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, that was a very open-ended question. That's my bad.
All right. I am going to make dinner. Do I want Swiss cheese or American?
Got any regulars in today?
Ah, yes. It does appear that we have quite a large crowd of our regular compatriots.
Okay. Like, all right. I'm gonna just pull up my Neuralink.
Okay.
And send a text message to Gus asking him who am I supposed to look out for? Like, what does this guy look like?
Okay. As you you
Don't know why I didn't do that in the first place.
you ping him out. Gus does rather quickly reply back, and the message just reads, "Big, tall guy, darker skin tone. Usually lots of girls around him, but it is early."
Anybody in the club with that description besides Jello?
You can give me an investigation or something if you'd like, or a
Jello
perception, rather.
isn't actually that tall. He's like 5'7".
He's out. You said investigation or perception?
Perception.
22.
Yeah. So from where you're standing now, as you with that new information, you kind of look out to the crowd, and you don't notice anybody that looks that way, but you do notice that you don't notice anybody that looks that way.
What?
Meaning that, like,
He might not be
you're
here.
now apparent that you don't see that specific description in here, which
Okay. So,
could
sorry,
lead you to
I really
could
didn't-
lead you to believe that
He's either not on the main
You
floor, or he's not in the building right now.
yeah, or you can't see him from where you're at.
Jello flags down the bartender and asks, "Hey, you got Hokkaido Premium?"
Of course.
Right on. I'll have one of those. Got to start things off with something good, right?
Of course, sir. And he
Oh,
slides
it's
you your
noon.
drink as well.
Jello, it's noon. What the fuck?
Yeah. Just
You drink-
because I woke up early today doesn't mean I can't start drinking now. Like,
That's fair. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and Dagram will just kind of
dude, I have a mechanical liver. I can drink whatever the fuck I want. That's why I got the damn thing.
He ain't wrong.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's actually pretty bitchin'.
Dagram's gonna make his way to the dance floor. Like he's actually just gonna start grooving to the music as best as he can, but like still trying to keep an eye out.
Okay.
Jello's chilling at the bar for now, just kind of looking around, people watching, minding his own business like a lone man at a bar usually does.
Yeah.
I'll send that description to the rest of the party though, just to keep an eye out.
Okay.
Jello will send back via the Neuralink. Got it.
Leading all of you to believe, what's he talking about? His drink? Or an understanding of the description? The world may never know.
Well, Yeah, one might never know, but it was it was responding to a message about the description, so presumably he's understanding that, especially since he has a mechanical liver and he's on his first drink of the day.
Yeah, if anything, this is a slow afternoon. Yeah, so the rest of the group is notified. You guys are all familiarized now with the similar description that was given to you by Gus. And Daggeron is currently in the center of the dance floor, kind of moving sheepishly, not
Just
trying to
kinda
draw too much
vibing.
attention. Yeah.
Motherfucker! Wait a minute. Excuse me. I know how to dance.
Does
I'm
Daggeron know how to
sure.
dance?
Dagger knows how to dance.
Okay.
He's just there vibing,
Okay.
and I'll make a performance check if I need to prove it.
No, you can if you like.
Do it.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll see how much attention you draw to yourself based on this performance check.
Oh no.
One would say that if it's too good, you draw attention to yourself, and one would say if it's too
17.
bad. I will say that you're, kind of appropriately for the situation, kind of,
Yeah,
moving
think
side to side.
Let the damn electric slide in the middle of a club. Fuck that.
I think that hits the exact middle
Yeah, I
of what
agree.
you want.
Yeah.
Pull out the electric slide and everybody in the club just kind of joins in.
Good enough
What
to
the
not be
hell?
ashamed, but
Yeah, but not out there getting it so hard that people are looking around like, what the fuck? This is,
that guy a professional?
Yeah, what is somebody doing that here now? This early. Yeah, so
nothing
it's a
like
good spot.
that, right?
No, you were right in the threshold of what I would consider where you wanted to be doing just enough, but not too much.
In fact, I'm going to say that if I were to arbitrarily put a threshold to where you'd want to be, you would be exactly on one of the two numbers I would count as ideal.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm drawing attention, but not too much attention.
Yeah, you're just dancing, and you're dancing well enough, but also not, flaunting to the degree that people are turning to look at you and you're attracting negative attention.
God damn. Yeah, like he runs a bar. He knows the deal. He knows how to get down. He also knows how not to draw attention to himself if need be. But yeah, I'm still keeping an eye out for that individual we're supposed to look out for.
Okay.
Anything?
Yeah, and all from what you can see currently from your field of view, which would be, everything over here to about here. More or less the exact same people.
Oh, I'm just realizing there's stairs over here.
Yeah, this right here is a wall
Okay.
that you can't see through, and then this is so dark back in there that you obviously can't see anybody in the VIP area.
Gotcha. She looks like she's having fun.
You wouldn't know because you couldn't see her.
Alright.
I'm going to send a message to Jello and point him in the direction of those stairs
Okay.
and see if he'd be willing to go check out that situation while I get my zhuzh and dance it up on the floor.
Responses need a group for that. I'll see if I can get the rest of us in there and maybe see if I can try to order a private room for us all. That'll probably get us up there.
Sounds good.
Good call.
Yeah, Daggeron's just kind of feeling himself, getting into the groove. He's lost in the sauce right now.
And it's like, if one of us,
Lost.
that can be you, since you've already established yourself, keeps things going down here, hell, that works. And then Jello's going to send a message to the rest of the group to just kind of gradually percolate in around him and join him at the bar.
Okay.
Oh, we pulling out the percolator?
He wouldn't use the word percolate, that's me that way, but just kind of casually come in, group up around me would probably be more his
We're at-
wording.
Yeah.
Oh God, I've been to way too many black cookouts to know all of these dances. What is wrong with me?
Who cares? You know them. they can be fun. That's all you need.
Get my allergies.
Whereas me, you could teach me a dance and I'd learn it pretty quickly, but like, I am so uncaring about dance. It's kind of
Not
hilarious.
gonna lie, I'm about to be 30 years old. I don't even know what the fuck the percolator is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you taught it to me, like, I'd probably get it pretty quickly. And then when I mess it up after that, I'd know I'd mess it up and how I mess it up and gradually fix it. Like, I'm that kind of guy. I have the rhythm, I have the coordination, but I don't have the motivation.
Not me, dude. Your boy's got 2 left feet. Don't ever ask me to dance. Sing, I'll sing. I have no shame in doing karaoke or anything, but when it comes to dancing, dude, more to just absolutely terrified.
Smokey will remember this. But yeah, what's the idea, Hans, Katomo?
You're looking to us?
Yeah, did you guys get the message from Jello?
Yeah, I was told
Yeah.
to come in and percolate around. I'm at the bar.
He's percolating.
Well, I wouldn't. I maybe more carbonating. I don't know.
Hey, all right.
So as each of the party comes in, Jello's going to greet them kind of nonchalantly, like, "Hey, you're here now." Kind of welcome them up to the bar, and gonna make sure kind of everyone has a drink at first. If Jello has to pay, that's fine. And we're just gonna kind of seem like a normal group at the bar that's just kind of meeting up, waiting for everyone to arrive.
Alrighty. Kodomo, Knives, you guys gonna stay where you're at?
Are we getting a private room? What are we doing? I'm waiting for people to move. I'm just chilling until something happens.
I moved up here. I'm comfy.
I'm wallflowering, man. Until shit moves, I ain't moving. We going up.
I'm not ready.
So,
I'm not ready to have to beat all the bitches off my smooth robot curbs.
so after a little bit, Jello's gonna say, like, "You know what? Fuck it. Hey, you. I know you. I know you. I know you. Come on. Let's go upstairs. You got a private room open right now?"
Alright. I'll move.
And as you ask this, the bartender looks and turns to you and he says, "We have stage side and VIP. Which would you prefer?"
Stateside
I'm
would
gonna
be
take-
over here, right?
Yeah, to the best of your knowledge, stage side would be closer to the stage, and then the VIP would be this back hallway area where it's a
Yeah.
little bit more private.
And whether this guy here fits the bill or not, we haven't seen him. So I'm gonna say,
Right.
Exactly. All right, so stage. You guys agreed on stage side then?
Sure.
All right.
hold on.
So we.
I'm currently as a player looking at the bar lookout.
Okay. So he.
So okay, I have fixed my zooming problems. I'm guessing stage side. So like, VIP is
Back here.
Yeah.
back here. Okay,
Correct.
stage side's good, man. You got
Understood.
bottle service up there, right?
Of course, sir.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So as you say this, you notice that someone who looks exactly like him comes and he says, "Right this way, sir."
All right, and get a Deer Valley 25 going on me.
My man.
That is a 12,000 won long bottle of scotch.
All right, and the bartender behind you says, "Of course, sir." And so he starts preparing that as this guy leads you into the room, up to this door here. And as you're at this door, you can kind of see that it is ornate. It says stage side VIP on it. He presses his hand against the sensor, and and the door slides to the left, and you are now in what looks to be a darkened room with obvious view of the stage right here from this line of sight. You see a tall, dark-skinned man sitting on the couch right here, kind of minding his own business, just a drink in his hand, watching the stage in front of him. And then you see the table immediately in front of where he would be sitting, and the 2 couches across.
Jello
Diagram's
is,
kind of
Jello
Diagram's
is
kinda
at a certain point going to send a pretty detailed description of this guy here to Daggeron and say, How well does this guy fit the bill?
Does this guy fit the description?
Oh yeah, to
That's-
the best of your knowledge, he would be the closest to the description so far. Yeah.
I'll start making my way up because yeah, I mean, I guess it's assumed I'm at this party.
Yeah, at this point,
No,
it's gonna.
no, you're not.
No,
Get out
no,
of here. Not on the
no,
list.
no. Hold on. Someone is,
Guards.
someone is going to come up probably to say, "Hey, stop!" But at that point, it's like, "Oh shit, you were here! I didn't even fucking see you, man. Come on in." And
Thank you.
that's gonna do it.
So okay, so Smokey is now allowed. Pydagoron is now allowed passage. And yeah, the rest of the group is gathered in there. You guys can sit wherever you want within this area. Obviously, this man is kind of sitting on the couch all on his own.
Is Hans just not coming
Yeah.
with us?
No, I'm there. I'm just trying to figure out where I wanted to put myself.
Yeah, it's token space. Also,
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty quickly we'll have a top shelf bottle of scotch here, and that'll be cool.
All right. So
Pydagoron's
yeah, as you
making a mental note that he has to kind of pay back Jello those 1 months. He didn't have to go do all that,
Jello's gonna say, "Oh, no worries. I'm
mental
sending
note.
this."
Mental note.
Okay, if Jello actually mentions this to him, he's like, "Oh, no worries. I'm gonna be talking to Blake about this."
yeah, it's on the black card. So yeah, as you guys kind of are ushered into the room, the man steps aside and he pretty much just stands here. You guys can sit wherever you like. You see immediately on this table right here the expensive bottle of alcohol you just ordered has already met you there, and it is now waiting with multiple glasses alongside of it. You have a small bucket of ice with a little scooper, and as you kind of walk through the threshold, the man speaks up and he's like, "Damn, that's a nice bottle you got there. You guys celebrating something?"
Yeah, just got back from another tour piloting ships, man.
Respect. Whereabouts were you at?
This last one was out to Neptune a couple times, couple round trips. Nothing too special, but given the way that a couple of the moons were orbiting, it made it tricky going to the mine I was going to, so they hired someone experienced like me, and I took care of things. Gave me good pay, and I'm here to celebrate with my buddies, man.
Oh yeah, I can respect that. A hard day's work deserves a hard day's reward.
Yeah, or in my case, a couple months, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you
Aw,
gotta
man,
do,
I
right?
wish I could take
Jello
a few
goes
months
and pours
off.
himself a triple.
I like the way you think, my friend. Well, I enjoy the spot. It's a little low key, but it's a good spot. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the talent. Any kind of nods to the security camera girls dancing.
Oh yeah, one of my groups got a thing for him. And as for me, I'm just here to hang out and drink and, just be with people I like being with for a while. I didn't have the worst crew I had, but, could have been better.
Yeah, I know what it feels like to work with people sometimes that you're like, you're frustrated, but as long as the job gets done, I can appreciate that.
Oh yeah, but far from the worst. I won't bore you on that shit though.
No
You
worries.
do your thing, man, I'll do mine.
Cool. So as this dialogue kind of comes to a close, the rest of you are now, presumably, joining. Jello, within these, this area here, anything specifically you want to make note of or handle?
Well, don't all of you speak up at once.
So,
I'm sitting. I'm not doing anything. What you want me to say? Do I have to say something? I don't.
No, I just didn't know if there was anything you guys wanna.
I don't know what
Okay.
Chad Kodomo are doing.
I guess I'll
On that.
I told you, I'm probably not
I'll
gonna say
pipe up.
much. I got nothing
I'll
to
pipe
say.
up.
Hey, yo, Hans. Hans, where the white women at?
Hans, it looks like he's like over in the shitter.
Do you really say that?
Do you really say that?
Did I?
I don't know.
Did you?
Was that me?
That was Patricia.
Oh god.
I'll pipe up. So heard that there was a little mess down at the docks recently. You hear anything about that? Something related to the society and
Are you asking?
yeah, I'm trying to be nonchalant about it.
But who are you speaking to directly right now? Jello?
No. Or that might be a way to go about it. Yeah, I'll kind of like I'll knowingly make a signal to Jello like play along. But yeah, I'll say all that to Jello.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard a bit of mess went down at the docks recently. Something with the
I remember this.
society
Leon
and
shoots him through the
some other
ceiling.
group. You hear anything about that?
Yeah, Leon still got it.
Jello?
Sorry, what was that?
I made like a signal to you like play along, and I started up a dialogue about like why we're here with you, not directly to our friend in the booth.
That's gonna. God, that's literally
Okay.
hitting every.
He's like,
Nothing's.
all right, so if we're gonna try to do this diplomatically, like we're gonna need one of us to kind of approach him sidelong. Probably not me, but like
Dude,
I'm good at backup.
Dude, what I did was I started up a conversation nonchalantly with you about the situation as to why we're here.
Yeah,
In a way
Smokey.
to kind of
Well, that doesn't. He doesn't. If he didn't hear it, that doesn't really help him. Smokey basically like kind of said to
Okay.
you, kind of casually, loudly, "Hey man, did you hear about the shit going down at the docks? You know, the society and some group, yada yada."
yo,
Okay,
I
he's
thought
right.
oh sorry, I thought I made that clear when he came back. My bad.
Okay, this is gonna be like, I just got back planetside, man. Now what's going on there?
I don't have all the information. And I'll look to our friend across the booth.
Oh man, this tea is so good.
Do you know anything about that?
Do you and say, do I know anything about the docks? Or... He kind of looks confused.
Oh my god, did I get the
Wait.
information wrong?
We talking about the star docks or the water docks? 'Cause those are different things too.
The water docks.
And he looks up to you.
What was, read. I don't. Isn't it about the airport, not the docks?
No, the mercenary groups came over on ships, yeah, like water
Water
ships.
ships, but are they located in at where we're leaving though, right? They're not there anymore, right? I don't know.
Well, so the groups that this guy would, you know, under your impression belong to would have come over on the boats, yeah.
Okay.
But you know, based on the phrasing of the question or whatever, it's, you know, he's either playing it cool or brushing it off or
Or it's the wrong person.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god,
Could be.
did we screw this pooch already?
I will roll a sense motive, although
Okay.
I don't necessarily expect it to do anything. Either way, Jello's just going to keep
I'll roll a
chilling
sense
and
motive, too,
being,
why not?
you know, a guy who is
Casual.
well versed in being in this environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the sense motive of the 5, Jello kind of, you know, enjoying what he's doing right now is, you know, gleans less information, but Knives kind of sitting from behind while, you know, all this
Studying,
kind of takes place
yeah.
in front of him.
Eye him up. Yeah.
Yeah, he does catch a glance of when, you know, when the docks and specifically when the system is the system is mentioned.
Well, wait. Is it the society or the system?
I'm sorry, the society. I don't know what you said. Yeah. So whenever it's
damn it.
mentioned, he kind of like, you do see him kind of shift his eyes a little bit. Knives specifically catches that.
All right. Is he saying
Yeah.
anything else, or is he shutting
No,
up?
no, he immediately kind of just brushes off the question as if he, you know, didn't really hear the conversation super well or didn't know exactly what he's talking about, that's your interpretation of kind of his behavior from a distance now.
I'm going to pull up my Neuralink.
Man, hey man. He asked you about the docs. Do you know anything what's going on with that?
God damn it, Skippy!
No,
The guy
let's-
looks to you and he's like, yeah, I mean, I just came over on the docks actually, believe it or not.
Did with who?
Just business transport, so to speak.
Business transport. What's the business? Anything we might like? You need any help?
Well, we're what I would call, paid laborers, so to speak. It's
Same here. Yeah.
it's
I like to labor with this, and I take out my sniper rifle and I stroke it a little bit. Yeah, it's my
Oh my
favorite tool
God.
here. Like it. Do a
okay.
lot of
Give
good
me
work. Put it back.
give me a persuasion on that one.
Okay. Well, persuasion. I'm just showing him my sniper rifle and just stroking it.
And Gel's gonna say, "Damn it, Skippy, I got out of that life. I don't want to be back in that shit."
God, y'all are gonna get us killed.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. With
Not
that, he
bad.
kind
Not
of
great.
after he sees your sniper rifle, he kind of steps up and walks over to the group, and he pulls out a silenced pistol.
Ooh,
And
that
he
looks nice.
he kind of holds it by its barrel to show you like the hilt of it.
Can
And he's
I,
like-
can I touch it? I reach out. Can I touch
He's
it?
like, yeah, oh, please, yeah, you'll
I know that
notice.
I'm not gonna go to the. I know it's biolock, but I'm not gonna go to the trigger because I don't want.
Yeah, it's just as you hold it in your hands, it feels heavy. It's very
Oh,
very
okay.
nice. It's expensive, custom
You should
engraved.
it. You
Is it 10 mil? 10 million, right? Yeah. Or is it you got it souped up? It's just let me see.
take it.
I'm gonna
Is
I'm gonna inspect it. I'm not taking it, dude.
You
Just
steal it.
chill.
steal it
It's
from him.
biolock,
Just
you
steal
dumb
it.
It's so that he can't have it. You should take it.
Listen here, you got like your conscience going.
Kind of.
I just look at it
Over here being
because
the
it's-
Stop
Very
acting like a bitch.
Yo, chill, guys. I'm investigating first. I'm gonna investigate it. So I'm eyeing up and down. It's just a normal silence 9 mil or 10 mil.
Yep, and it's super ornate custom engraving on like the hilt and everything.
Anything else I recognize with the engraving?
No, it looks like it's in a foreign language, not a language that you would understand.
Well,
but-
all right. I know a
many
few
languages.
languages.
Yeah, I know. I went and looked through them.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Is
none
it
of
a
you
language
guys.
I understand.
No, none of you guys would speak this language.
God damn it.
What about me? Would I? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't answer that.
Could I roll to check
Out-
history
out
if I
of-
might
out of
remember the
character.
language?
Out of character timeout. I'm not trying to pop off shit right now. I'm just trying to get in and see if we can see where let him. Like if we just kill him.
I'm
we
like
get him in the
80%. I'm like 80% joking, but also if you take his gun, he has one less person who can shoot at us. That's all.
face. We're not, I'm trying, we're
Oops,
not
I
trying to
dropped
be
my
off-
grenades on the ground.
Yeah.
No, we
I'm
don't
under the
necessarily know
impression
this
that
man
he
is gonna
doesn't
shoot
have a
at us,
backup
but
pistol.
Thanks.
would like
This
to make
belongs
sure.
to me now.
Oh yeah, no, and I hand it back to him. Yeah, that's nice, man.
You know, apparently I fucked up my languages. I need to actually determine which ones I speak, if any.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
noticed it. I think yours and Larry's were blank.
What? Oh shit!
But it's not
Fucking-
Mandarin.
I
It's
had
not
him.
Mandarin, Spanish, Japanese.
No.
swear I off-world Creole. What the fuck?
It's also an off-world Creole.
You should have off-world Creole.
Yeah. 'cause-
Yeah, English and two others because of gutter punk.
Fuck! I do have. I had him picked out and I forgot to put them
I basically remember the ones I had. Hold on, I'm just looking at this to make sure I get the right number, and then I'll fill it in. Because I do pretty much remember.
I had it back. Just, I'm done now. I don't want to push him anymore. So he kind of already gave up the sauce. You want to?
Yep.
I'm backing off as I push. I don't
Like
push-
seeing the pistol, I'll ask. So you said you're here on business.
Yeah. Yeah, we come over. We come over when we, need a little bit of scratch. Some political tensions. Where I come from is a real thing. It's kind of messy over there right now. You never know.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from the Polish area, actually, Poland. Born and
Sense
raised.
Sense motive. Does he sound like he's from Poland?
Okay, you can sense motive. Go ahead.
Okay, it was English, Spanish, and Korean that I had picked. So yeah, that.
Oh, that's the worst roll I've ever done on a sense motive check.
So with a sense motive of 9, you know, you're willing to believe him. You know, okay, Poland, cool.
Oh, but like,
You gotta do it too.
does it sound like? Does he really sound Polish?
You believe he does.
Yeah, so your character
According to
thinks he,
you, yeah.
believes him.
Oh my.
You are
God.
100% sure he sounds Polish.
Yeah, what is a
This
Polish
is one of
sound
those.
like?
This is one of those things where like
Jello
honestly, I
is,
think,
Jello's even more certain.
Yeah,
I
Jello's
honestly
like, fuck
think
yeah, I
something-
love Poland.
like sense motive should almost be rolled in secret by the DM. You shouldn't know how good a roll you get at it, because if you know, then you can, you know, change how you react to it, and that's bullshit.
That's true. I can understand that.
Ray,
I
we need
think-
you
I
in
think when I
chat.
think
We need
Polish,
someone
I
from
think Josh is
Poland.
a critical role.
You definitely think he's Polish. That's the thing you have to remember here. You definitely
Yeah.
think he is Polish.
This is the dumbest thing. Okay.
Yasha. Yasha sounds like a German name.
Oh, Yasha's she okay, so that's Ashley Johnson's character. She Yasha has a bit of a mix of Polish and Scandinavian.
Must be spelled with an actual Y then.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because I know a few people named Yasha, but spelled like Jascha, and they're German.
It's
What'd you say?
it's actually Slavic in origin,
Mm.
but it's kind of migrated, and that's me speaking as a person, not as Jello, obviously.
Yeah, with a sense motive of 3, I would think that Jello is saying something to the effect of "Cool gun."
So you say you come here often. What brings you right here this time?
Well, you know, work is good here. A lot better than what's available where I come from. So, you know, where there's good work and there's good pay, you know, that's where I'll be.
You answered the question while avoiding it at the same time.
Totally
Okay.
legit.
Makes sense.
That's professional right there.
Sorry. Oh boy.
Okay. Can I give this guy a what's over? Does he look like he's packing anything else besides that pistol?
You know, just from a quick glance at him, you can't tell. If he is, it's considerably concealed. So
Yeah,
without,
I'm right up in his grill. Can I roll investigation?
That's cool.
well,
So,
investigation is like a physical
for
ordeal. You gotta, like, pat him
the-
down.
Oh, no.
Men's high jump.
Ocular pat down.
They
Do it. That's not suspect. Do it. Let's see how he reacts.
there was basically a tie, and the
Really
official
visual.
came
I
up
guess
and
it
was
was-
like,
I
"All
guess it
right,
was
y'all want to do a
match.
jump off
Like,
between
like,
the Italian competitor and the dude from Qatar?" And they're
Now,
like,
wait a
"Is there
minute,
another
wait a minute.
option?"
You're really showing your ignorance.
And he's
as to
like, "Well, I
bartending
mean, if you
equipment
both
here,
agree,
because
you
if
could
you really had
both
all of your
win."
bartending
And they
gear
just
with
were
you,
like,
you totally have the equipment
"Okay."
to do this with. You know, you would have
Yeah,
the,
so they're both
the
Olympic gold
the black
medalists.
light, flashlight.
Mutaz
to,
Essa Barshim?
Inspect him for bloodstains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this Han speaking or is this Trent speaking?
Yes. You would also have you would have a small package of powdered. No.
Because Daggeron doesn't
It's-
carry.
you
his
can have
bartending
2
equipment
golds.
everywhere with
All
him.
right.
Oh, you're a
Although-
terrible bartender. Jesus
Although
Christ.
he does have a little
Never
little
mind.
satchel.
I didn't realize you were a weekender.
No, I own a bar.
But you're not carrying your equipment with you, so never mind.
No,
you don't
but
have
I
you don't
do
have what
have
it
a-
takes
I
to
do have
give
a-
this guy the ocular pat down.
I do
Apparently.
have a satchel. I do have a satchel that has some basic equipment in it in case I want to do some bartending out of town.
Humid.
Okay. So yeah, as far as the question on hand, though, I mean, you could do a perception check and kind of, you know, visually, you know, scan them up and down. But I like to err on the side of investigation being a more physical, involved situation.
All right. That's a 13.
Okay. So yeah, again, just from a quick glance up and down, you know, he's wearing like a blazer with no shirt on underneath. So if there was something on his person that wasn't concealed, it would be pretty easy to see. Otherwise, you know, you're not seeing anything that's you're able to spot from the outside like this. No.
Hey, Palmer, can you blow up his token a little bit for me?
Yeah.
You're pretty well built, my friend.
If you're trying to hit on me, I think they got a club for that right down the street.
No. Sorry, I'm happily married.
Sorry, boys. Leather club's 3 doors down.
I just figured I'd point out your physique. Like, you don't seem like the type that would actually really need a gun.
I do a lot of physical labor, and job can get physical.
Get physical.
By the way, Daggeron, like, he does.
What do y'all know about Billy Harrington?
His late wife.
Okay.
He wears it, but you know the truth.
Okay.
Trying to think. You wouldn't happen to be involved in that business, involving the system? Question mark? Palmer?
I actually
I
totally
think
forgot.
I think I'm confused. Is it the system or is it the society?
I actually, because I kept interchanging them, I'm not exactly sure. Hold on, let me go pull it up.
Well, there's both. The one would be like the public facing, and one would be like the secret, quote unquote, secret society.
Hey, Trad. Fucking Hans. I think I've seen
yes.
this guy in the movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into my Hans voice. Yes. What movie?
Have you ever seen some,
Oh, it is the system. It's the system.
adult-oriented movies?
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Explain these to me. What are adult-oriented movies?
Okay, so like imagine Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Except no one has clothes.
Okay, and then what?
And then they fuck.
Oh,
That's it?
that was
That's
unexpected.
pretty boring.
Yeah.
There's like a whole genre over at this?
That's just
Yes.
Pirates of the Caribbean. What are you talking about?
And you're telling me this guy is what? This guy is Johnny Depp? Is that what
He's
you're
a
trying to tell me
pirate?
here?
he's a pirate. He doesn't have any clothes?
Wait, I'm sorry. Johnny Depp's been dead for like 200 years.
No,
but
he's a
like,
hologram now. Guys, remember, the 15th movie turned into
What we need to
hologram.
do is we
Remember,
need to
brought
buy
him
this
back?
man some clothes.
so what
he
you're
keeps-
telling me is that the man in front of us is a hologram Johnny Depp who regularly has sex with pirates.
Yes.
Damn.
All right, cool.
Fucking-
What
You
about him?
know what?
Nailed it.
Knowing Johnny Depp, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Johnny Depp's immortal enough that he survived the 2021.
Did you know that his wiener comes off?
Like it's detachable?
Yeah.
I mean, did he have like the first one or something? Because that's pretty new technology still.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
pretty
is
good.
it new? I mean, I have it, but like,
They came out with that in the 2090s.
but like, it's special. Apparently, it like vibrates and hums, and yeah, if you twist it right, it turns into a lightsaber, like a vibro knife type deal.
I thought everybody's did that.
I don't know about that. Mine doesn't.
Homer, are you talking in
Too many
character?
drunk accidents.
I'm just feeding into the
The bullshit.
silliness.
You can call
Yeah.
it bullshit.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can call
Anyway,
it
you
bullshit.
should go give him some clothes as a sign of respect.
You what?
Yeah.
that was what the conversation was getting
That's
to.
where this was leading up
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
really-
absolutely.
I was not expecting that to be
The
the conclusion.
conversation about porn.
All right.
Leads up to give this guy some.
Give him
clothes.
some socks and just tell him Dobby will be free.
Dobby's free.
I'm gonna turn to Kotomo and say, "Fine, give me your clothes." Yeah. how
All
about that?
right.
Didn't
Well,
expect
what
that.
kind of clothes do you want?
The type of clothes that guy would like.
He's like 2 feet taller than me. What am I gonna
Well,
give him?
I don't look. I'm not giving him my clothes. You told me to.
What
give
do you
him
mean?
clothes. The
I've
only
seen your
possible
sock
option
collection.
Here is to give him your clothes.
Checks out.
All right, fine. I'm just gonna get up and walk over and be like, "Hey, you trying to fuck?"
Okay.
This isn't. I'm so confused. This isn't what I was told to do at all.
Oh, it's not
I'm
expecting
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry, hologram Johnny Depp. I was trying to just give you her clothes. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh my god, this went all kinds of south.
He looks at you and he says,
Did he answer my question at all?
I hope not.
what was your question?
Was he involved in that business messing around with the
Oh no,
the
as you
system?
asked that, you know, this takes place and he looks at you, he's like, well, I appreciate the offer, but no thanks. And he kind of like looks at you up and down and is kind of confused by the suddenly being asked about banging.
I'm just gonna call him a virgin and turn around and sit back down next to Hans
Okay.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
and say very loudly, "See, you owe me $20."
What?
He looks. He then looks to Daggerin, who's still, you know, talking to him. Friends of yours.
Think carefully how you answer that question. This will have a massive influence on the rest of the game.
I actually didn't hear the question because I'm completely fucking gobsmacked. What the hell just happened?
He just asked if we're your friends.
Yeah, he said friends of yours.
Exactly.
I'll look to Jello and I'll look to Knives. I don't know. Are they friends of ours?
Jello and I sound like they're like, wouldn't you know?
Oh my god. Yeah, they're yeah.
Check out those guys. We know who his friends
we
are.
we know them. I know them. Yes, we know them. They're those two are an odd lot, but they mean well.
What?
Okay.
Don't
Well,
visit my intentions.
he puts his gun back. He holsters it.
Oh shit!
And he,
was he about to shoot up? Was he about to shoot me?
That's a
No,
fair
no.
Depending on my answer.
No, he still has
Oh
a
right,
gun
he
out.
was
Remember,
showing us his gun.
yeah,
You're right, he was
showing
showing
Yeah,
us
his
that's
gun.
right. My bad.
And he kind of like stretches his back out. You hear it pop a little bit, and he's like, "Well, you know, I think they've had a little too much to drink tonight." And he,
No. That's them sober, actually.
True, haven't had a drop.
Well, you know, your friends are who your friends are, I guess. Can't be mad at that, but anyways, it's been a pleasure.
Darn!
chatting
Don't
with
get the
you.
easy out.
Answer my question.
Well, what was your question?
Were you involved in that incident down at the docks with the system?
I'm familiar with the system. I imagine everybody here is, but you know, no incidents for me. Not at least today.
I'll also sense motive.
Yeah, fucking A. Well, shit.
I'll also sense motive.
You believe him to be the most honest person you've ever met.
No, it's not.
Natural 20.
terrible.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, never mind, Smoke.
You can immediately tell that, you know, he is, he is. You immediately get the vibe that he's familiar with what you guys are bringing up, based on the way that he's, you know, directing the conversation away from it or playing it cool.
He's getting ready to get up and you know, head the fuck out.
He was, it looked like he was just going back to sit at his chair. But yeah, you can, based on his reaction and your high sense motive there, you can assess that, you know, he knows
something.
He's the dude. Yep.
He the dude. Hey, Daggeron. Do you want to take this party outside, or we want to keep it in here?
Oh.
Are we back in the Pirates thing?
Oh my god.
All right, that's a good one, huh?
Jello's.
I
Blew her
totally
hair
met it
off.
here, but I'm trying to. This is
Try to
just
put her
us
together
fucking
backwards.
Around with either do we shoot now or shoot later?
Yeah.
Well, Jello's
Literally.
Well,
Jello failed his sense motive.
In character,
Jello
And-
thinks he's
and-
Polish.
I'm
In
kind of
character,
betting.
Joe is
here.
the one paying for this party.
So
So
I'm kind of betting here with knowing about, but I assume when the docs thing, it's either he knows more that he's letting on, and he's not giving it up, and I'd rather not try to force it out of him in the club. So I'm trying to say, should we?
I didn't
Try to get
even
this
get
guy.
a 5. 5 is considered basic competence. I got a 3.
Yeah.
Should we pressure here or should we pressure outside? Maybe get him to leave. That's what I'm asking.
you're asking this out of character or you're asking this in character?
That I hope whether Daggeron gets what I'm trying to say right now.
I get what
that's
you're trying to say, but
then
I
that's
think
what
out
he's-
of character. I think out of character we should try to get him outside. I don't want to draw too much attention to us in
Well,
this
then,
spot.
then say it in character. I just asked you a question.
Now, okay,
Well,
now
that
do
was-
it. Now do that.
just
Well,
say that.
but that's the thing that I don't know how I would say this in character, especially with him in front of us.
I literally said, should we take the party outside or keep it in here? You respond by either saying, let's take the party inside, or we should go outside with the party. All right.
Yeah, let's take this party outside.
You got. Hey man, you wanna follow us?
Shit, you taking that bottle with you? And he points to the
Hell yeah.
expensive glass
go.
that.
Why the hell wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Shit, I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind having a glass. Sure. And he kind of gets up.
He's
Alright.
that easy. I don't like that. That doesn't sound right.
He's
That
drunk,
sounds
bro.
way- All right. Hell yeah.
All right, so you guys, whereabouts? So I can just move all the tokens all at once.
Just
let's
outside.
We
go
about
back
to
to
get
that back end.
blasted.
Okay.
Sure. We're
So-
going back towards the car. Like we're gonna keep on walking and talking.
All right, so let's say that he's kind of, you can move however you want, but.
He's kind of. Is he lost in the sauce right now?
No, I mean he looks like he's, just had a few drinks at the bar. It doesn't look like he's demolished or anything.
And it's
We're gonna get-
still only noon.
Fucking demolished.
Are you sure, man? We don't need any help with the docs. Like for real. Like what's going on? Like we're kind of bored, man. We were just trying to see like you have something exciting going on.
He said, well, if you are as good with that weapon as
Oh hell yeah.
As you look to be, then we could perhaps use a few extra hands. Or
All right, I point at a random sign all the way up, like my full range, whatever full range is.
Okay.
You tell me what I need to roll for it, and I'm gonna
So,
roll.
just roll just a regular d20.
I'm just gonna roll my shot. Just tell me what you.
Yeah, you fire your gun. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I started
That was a
blasting.
12.
So we'll say that you pew fire it and it goes left, and then you pew fire it with that second roll and ding it hits, and he's like, damn,
Alright.
all right, nice.
I was
nice.
a little off. A little bit of drink in me, man. I'd be sober for a real job, but yeah, I'm pretty good with it.
Damn, all right. Well, we are.
Did the
I-
rest of the-
Good.
Very fair question, Palmer. Did the rest of the people in the bar hear that very loud fucking sniper rifle?
I have a feeling they
go
don't
off
give a
behind
fuck.
them.
It's cyberpunk. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the
gunshots
people,
have bullets.
they might have heard the sound of a muffled gunshot over the, the loudness of their
it's
music,
silence.
but
Yeah.
um,
it's silence around.
otherwise they, don't seem to be super bothered by it. It's not an uncommon occurrence in this day and age.
I was about to say, when the fuck did you get a silencer for your sniper rifle?
I fucking got one before we left. I told you I did shopping before we left.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say that, but it has a silence on right now. Yeah, I don't take it off unless.
But yeah, he says, well, we're hired guns, so to speak.
Yeah, we hanging in there, Colin. How are you tonight, brother? I'm just chilling.
Good team. And,
Riding out a session, boy.
some
Anyway,
of the
let me introduce
corporations here.
myself. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm Knives. This is Hans. That's Kodomo, the one that talks about porn a lot. Jeez, he's crazy. This is Jello and Daggeron.
Yes, the one that talks about porn a lot, not
Okay.
the only
So next thing
female
is
in our
Jazz.
group.
If you're
Good-
looking
good
for
pick.
work, we actually have quite a big gig right now. We could definitely use a few extra hands.
All right. Just give us the time. I'm gonna exchange contact information and. Damn it. I'm gonna nod at Kodomo, like, hey, can you do anything with this? And try to put a tracker on my phone while I try.
Hopefully things are going well for you, brother
I know
Colin.
that's too much. Damn it. Fuck. Like, I have this weird signal. Fuck. What, too much, Palmer? You think? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's Kodomo. What does Kodomo want to do?
You think you get that from like I look at Kodomo like
I'm just floating, dude.
I think we could safely say that Kodomo's phone, or if you hand her the phone after the fact, she might be able to do some decent tracking on something like that.
I'd see if he gives me the contact information. I nod at Kodomo.
Yeah, he
Give him a little
you know,
nod.
he kind of nods
All right,
and
so I still do it.
he nods and he nonchalantly,
Should we do
passes
like a
back.
hand for that or a stealth, or does he notice? You think?
No. I mean, right now his rapport with you guys is pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, cool.
So he passes back the his information, and he says, "Well, if you're looking for work here in the next couple days, we
Alright.
plan to execute. So I'll be in touch."
All right, man. Have a good night or good day. Yeah, it's still late out. Damn. Sorry, you used to being drunk during night. All right, you're bored, man. Nothing going on.
All right, awesome. Well, it was a pleasure talking. And he goes back and makes his way back into the bar, disappears around the corner. You now have his contact information. Of which case, if you really wanted to trace, Kodomo could do, some.
I don't know. Was that the right thing? We weren't getting shit out of him anyway.
And, your character, you got what you got. So
Go.
Alright.
could be right, could be wrong. But yeah.
Man!
I'm here. What?
I said Kodomo. You didn't say shit.
Yeah? I literally said I'm just flopping my wings, doing my own thing.
I need you to trace this fucker. I gave him the
Yeah,
contact.
why are you so fucking worried about it? Relax.
Guys, we kinda got shit from that. We need to get to fucking London.
Relax. There you go.
What? Did you take some drugs in there? What the hell happened? What did you do?
Something about pirates.
what
And...
the fuck? Did
Nah,
you jack in
I got
some
fucking
undetected
bored.
hole over there?
This is the hacking glory hole.
Nah, I got fucking bored. Y'all keep taking me to places with clubs, and I can't fucking find any white women.
That's not important right now. How about this? There'll be plenty of white women in London. I'm pretty sure the whitest you can get.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, you clearly have never been to Nebraska.
Okay, we're not going to Nebraska.
Why?
Damn it! Hurting kittens.
I've
Why
had
are we
jobs that
going to
I've
Nebraska?
referred to as doing that. So is that what I heard, or the new side quest is herding cats?
Yep.
No, it's trying to track this fucker once Kodomo stops flapping her wings, I guess. Or we can
Damn, I
just,
thought we were herding some cats.
you know what? End the campaign. Let's go back home and fucking redo something else.
Done. Zombies.
Alright, exactly. New
Yeah,
campaign.
he's going back to San Francisco. He wants-
Wait, what was that? Chad wants to do more 7 Days to Die?
No, shut up.
Why, you don't like that game?
You crackhead.
Oh no, I do like it and I do want to play more of it, but I'm not actually saying let's do that instead because I
Oh,
hate
okay.
it.
Well, with that, if you guys want to return back to Gus's locale, if you guys don't have anything else in mind that you're interested
I
in
want
doing.
to see. I don't want to leave until we first find out if we can track it or not. I want to stay in the area so we can try to make sure. We might have to
Okay.
physically track this guy instead, because if we can't lead him, we can't track him. It's a dead end. We literally have nothing. We have nothing to show for it. So that's why I want to do it now before he decides to fucking leave.
Okay. Yeah. So, Kodomo, if you want to roll a hacking check on that.
Oh, I did. I got a 13.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that with that check, you are able to at least, pinpoint the GPS on his phone, even if you aren't able to, deeply dive into it to find out anything else.
We don't have time to deep dive it.
Yeah. So you, you at least have a GPS locale on his device for now.
What would be really cool if we could clone his phone. Is that something? That's something
Clone
we still do. Clone the phone or clone his contact, and then gonna be able to get all the messages.
Yeah, with a better hacking check, you guys might have been able to do something a little bit more involved like that. For sure.
Fuck, that'd been really cool. We
Yeah,
got
well.
messages. All right, well, I guess we go back. We at least have a tracking point. If he goes anywhere, and then I guess we go back to the Gus, and then give him the information we got. This is all we got. Other than killing him and trying to like interrogate him. Like, you guys want to do that? I mean, really? Is that another plan we want to try to figure out?
Why is what? No.
I mean, we could get him while he's leaving.
I mean, we could. Is that kind of like, I don't know, bad form though?
Why? We're mercenaries. What do we do? We've killed plenty of people. Like, this is low
We
bar.
kill people all the time.
Oh yeah, but not on the day off. It's this guy's
Yeah.
day off. Look.
What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure we killed a few people on their day off and in work, and we're also
I don't know.
in
It
the
doesn't sound.
bathroom, getting ready and taking showers and all that.
None of that sounds real to me. I don't know. What's
That
going on.
never
I'm
happened.
I'm pretty sure some people
He's a
came out of the
doctor, for
bathroom-
God's sake.
Came out of the bathroom blasting. I'm pretty sure they were taking a shit.
Mm,
I don't remember that.
I'm talking about when we were in the high rise where you guys wanted to turn off the power, and we took 20 minutes trying to figure out
Oh yeah,
where to go.
yeah, that was a good time.
Pretty sure there was the first part that someone did come out of like a room of some sort of bathroom. All right, so we're going back, or guys, I need like the two options here. Either we go back, wait for a call, and try to track him, or we try to scoop him up right now on the way out.
how sure are we that this is the guy?
Oh, you're sure? You're sure?
Yeah.
After yeah.
He didn't say he was, but he's not.
Yeah,
think
and
you-
the
do you think you
20
can get
cents
him?
motive check and stuff like that really helped too.
You think you can get him with that silent sniper rifle of yours without really like alerting the whole neighborhood?
I could kill him, but that doesn't help us get information out of him. I mean, we could kill him. We'd be in a worse spot then. Then we would have no leads.
Okay,
But-
I'm back.
That makes it even worse. We either need to scoop him up. Does anyone have a way to scoop him up? Disable him? I'm good for like. I don't have any non-lethal rounds. I didn't pack any.
Wait, what's up?
Two options here. We got his contact information. Konomo was able to get off of the hacking roll a ping on where he is. Nothing more. There's two options here. Either wait till he comes out and snag him and try to get more information out later, or we go back and wait for him to either move or give us a call about the job. I mean, worst comes to worst, if we have him on ping, I guess you always get rid of his phone though too. I don't know how smart this guy is. He might.
Oh, did he already? Oh, I guess he already ran off.
Yeah. So you missed that whole thing.
Yeah, he gave you guys his contact information, and they were able to lock into a GPS. They're locked in out of the GPS on his phone.
Maybe or maybe not. I
okay.
don't know. He said he would call us on information on the job he's in for extra muscle. I don't know if that's either sincere or he'll remember, but yeah.
Did want to kind of try to slip a like, I'm sorry, I had to take a phone call, but I did want to try to slip a GPS run in his pocket if I could.
Well, they've GPSed his phone, so.
Yeah, well, yeah. Either way, I mean, phone or against clothes would be nice, but it's kind of I don't know, man.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to go back in to attempt to do such things.
Nah, it's all good.
Alrighty. Well, with that, yeah, we'll say that you guys, walk back down the pathway here, back to where you guys were. It's still a vacant alley here, but at the end of it, your vehicle is actually still available.
Yeah, we walk towards the vehicle. I guess we're leaving. No one else is chiming up.
Yeah, so you guys can hop back in the vehicle. It quickly, hums to life, and before you know it, you are back at Gus's office. As you walk in, Gus is actually kind of looks like he's talking on a kind of like on a phone call. You know, obviously it's like Neuralink. But he's kind of pacing around back and forth as he talks. And then right as you guys walk up, he looks to you, he nods, and he says, all right, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll talk later. And he hits his Neuralink, it closes, and he says, all right, what do you guys got for me?
Not much.
Not much.
I mean,
Yo, what up, Cloud?
could have done more, but it would have caused more noise. and
Duck
I don't
Derby
think
fuck
it's good.
Jar
The
Jar
scanner
things.
was going
More like
down.
Jar Jar stinks.
I understand. Hey, you know, you do what you gotta do within the confines of how you're doing it. So that's all that matters to me.
We didn't want to make too much noise. I mean, it doesn't. You're trying to punch out the people, right? If they go to hide and just wait, it's not like we're gonna be able to solve that problem. Now we'll just wait till it comes rears its head up.
He just gave me the
Yeah, of
goosebumps, I
course,
tell
of
you.
course.
Good
Well,
lord.
You know, what did you manage to grab? Do you know?
Contact information. Hopefully, they'll be able to. We talked to a guy at the bar, supposedly that had. I'm not gonna explain it personally.
Okay.
'cause I'm bad
Yeah,
at
which
storytelling,
version
but
did they do?
explain what
PSP?
Okay. Yeah, and he says, you know, that's not nothing, but the fact that he was there tells me about all I need to know. So I do appreciate it.
Ah.
happened. Share him the contact information and possibly the. I don't know if Donovan can share the ping trace.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that you could fork over that kind of information.
Rando? Nice.
Yeah. With that, he kind of nods. He says, "Well, the good news is that on my side, I managed to secure an arrangement with the higher ups in his organization. They're willing to for double what the other group was paying. You know, look the other way and kind of stall unintentionally. So we should be in the clear. You know, if you guys want, we do have time to, you know, get our affairs in order and get you guys to the
Wiggly bit.
get you guys going on your itinerary.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all you need from us. Really? That's all you wanted? That was
Mhm.
easy.
Hey, we try to keep things pretty relaxed here in
Oh.
in Manhattan. It's not like San Francisco.
Really?
I thought there was gonna be more involved. I thought that they were stopping us from getting even on the plane. All right.
Well, you know, the mercenary group has agreed to my pay structure, so for now, you know, I'm their boss. You'll find that mercenaries, especially around here, they're about as good
That's a
as
lot of work for nothing, then. Jeez.
well, they're about as good as their dollar value, and whoever's providing that is generally going to have their favor. And in this case, you know, that happens to be us for now.
Hey, did you find those chips?
Again?
Chips. Oh, I totally forgot. But give me some time, and I'll see what I can come up with. I'll ship them to you. I know where to find you.
You're an absolute
That's eerie.
doll.
Yeah.
Is that the term you're going with? All right.
Yeah, what the hell? That's the word. But yeah, as you do that, he says, "Well, let's get you guys going." Then. And you know, he kind of signals to his little puppet guys there, who of course don't move. And you know, he gets a small little bag that he's got, you know, not much bigger than what would be like a woman's clutch purse, tucked out under his desk, and he reaches into his like the center drawer, and he pulls out what looks to be a, you know, like a pretty old school revolver, and he's just in case, of course.
Can we address something real quick?
Sure.
Have we ever seen those two guys with him move?
No.
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 Never. Not once.
Bots.
Nope.
I think he's always said. I think even Palmer used to call them bots.
Yeah, they're essentially puppets. They're completely controlled by his Neuralink.
Okay.
But he
Alright,
he
got it.
acts he like talks to them and signals to them and shit like that, despite
Yeah, he treats them like people. Okay, I get it,
Exactly,
I get it,
exactly.
for sure.
They're like people.
he's a lonely boy.
I get it. Okay. It's weird, but I get it.
It's the future, man.
It's totally.
Yeah.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
What the fuck?
That's
You've
right.
never seen
Fun.
you're not correlating that scene to This Man Has Puppets?
No, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what scene I'm talking about?
No, what is it from?
Pretty
Freddie
fun.
got fingered. Tom Green's playing the piano. He's
Oh,
got
dude,
like
I
he's
hate
got like
Tom
all
Green,
these
bro.
sausages marionetted to his hands.
It is actually the best single thing that Tom Green has ever done.
Which is not
I'm
saying a
mostly
lot.
I'm mostly on board with you there, Palmer, but this is
Yeah.
actually pretty quality.
Yeah. All right. I'll fucking.
Anyhow,
I mean, I've seen Road Trip, and at least that had tits.
yeah, Road
so-
Trip. I remember when I was young watching Road Trip. I was like, fuck yeah.
For those that don't know what fucking dumb shit I'm on, here you go.
But yeah, like 14-year-old me loved Road Trip because tits.
Yeah, oh, exactly. I was like, oh my god, my parents will never let me watch this. They don't know I'm watching something naughty. That's like what you. That's why like what we had available to us back then, though, right? Is we had to like watch, semi-risque movies for an hour and a half to see boobies run.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now these spoiled children got it on their PSPs and DSs.
Yeah,
No,
not too long after that, I did get access to the internet, and I learned through my friends how to hide my steps because, of course, we all figured out how to do that. But
I don't know
our
how
parents
old
could
you
detect
guys
us.
I definitely remember watching very grainy TV channels.
Oh damn, bro.
Yeah, no.
I had DirecTV at least. Damn.
No. That was when I started out. I'm sure I was a lot older. There was no internet stuff.
Yeah.
Well, similar situation. Yeah, I was watching. I would stay up late. Maybe I could catch Cinemax.
Cinema. I don't think.
You mean
we didn't have cable.
Skinamax?
Skinemax.
I'll never forget, dude. One time I was.
Registry Diaries.
I'm like 14 years old, and Lord of the G Strings was on.
Oh
It was-
shit.
Bro, it was literally so funny that I went and told my dad the next day. I was like, bro, yeah, I thought it was regular Lord of the, I played dumb. Now looking back, I'm sure he was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But he thought it was hilarious because Gandalf's name was like Smirnoff and shit.
Was it Taxi Cab Confessions? And then what's the other one?
Yeah, I remember back in the day when Oxygen Channel had some steamy bullshit on late at night. I learned a lot of shit from Dr. Ruth.
Oh, Dr. Ruth.
Dude, I
That's
love
a better
Dr. Ruth.
source than I had.
Yeah,
Dr.
dude,
Ruth
she
is
was
a-
fucking
is a-
great.
She's a goddess, bro. She is. I remember like just hearing the nature of how she talked about that kind of stuff just blew my mind.
Yeah, she
Dude,
just
like-
straight up drops it, dude.
Just straight don't care, bro.
See, I wish I had had that because I would have been a better boyfriend throughout, a good portion
Dude,
of my
I think-
life.
I think they should have just made that mandatory instead of like the weird, awkward sex education you had in school. Just like, here's Dr. Ruth.
Dude, straight up, I totally agree.
Like,
I actually,
holy
so
fuck.
I dated a girl that I met in Utah during limit break for a period of time, and she that's what she does for a living is like really relationship, sexual counseling and stuff like that. She's got like a PhD in it.
That's some pretty dope
I told
shit.
her she should do like a stream on Twitch, right? Like
Mhm.
of the Dr. Ruth kind of thing. That would, but I don't know if that would be allowed or not.
It'd be questionable. It might gain
maybe.
traction on YouTube though.
Yeah,
I think YouTube might be better, but like I remember you talking about that, and I was like,
yeah.
and then it turned into something I didn't know that about that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. She was,
It's pretty cool stuff.
yeah, I mean, and it's like genuinely good information for some people. So
No, like I knew you were on the dating apps that first time, and that you had.
Oh yeah,
linked up
Shelby and
with
I swiped
someone.
for him.
yeah, I did. It was the same
Yeah.
chick. Yeah, it was the same chick. Yeah, we ended up dating like for
I
a while. She ended up coming to Texas to visit me multiple times.
nice. Like I remember that. I did not know all the extra stuff about that.
Wait,
Like
was this
her
was this
background
the
or any
most
of that.
recent limit break?
No, this is the very,
No.
very
No,
first
oh,
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first one.
All right, so you always just go to limit break to troll in Utah.
No,
That's just the thing you do.
this-
okay?
I love
This-
it. Yeah.
This is the first.
Man's gotta
this
get
is the
down.
First, okay, so this is the one you before the one you were at, Larry. This is the first one
Yeah.
Ben was at, and was it the first one you were at too, Palmer?
Yeah, it was my first
Mhm.
ever.
I
It's
think
the
so,
Nino
yeah.
Cooney one.
Yeah, and that was also the Final Fantasy 12 one, vanilla one with Roosta and Hoishin.
Yep. Yeah, because Hoishin was passed out in the fucking lobby. You remember that?
Yeah, face down on a
I
table.
remember that. And Vulujin was like, "I'm staff. I know I should do something about this, but he's too cute."
Yeah, he was passed out hard.
He
and
was
we were
so
just, like,
out,
leaving
dude.
him
I was not gonna wake that man's up. Like, you just don't. Someone that's that tired that they pass out on a table in a hotel lobby. You don't fuck
yeah,
with them,
that was
dude.
funny. Oh man.
Anyway, so we're going.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What a
Anyway.
tangent. But
Long tangent about
I'm glad
scrambled
Larry
eggs,
spoke
dude.
up. I'm
Well,
glad Larry spoke up because I was too scared too.
About what? About getting information? Yeah.
No, about just about moving forward.
Yeah, no.
You never interrupted a nostalgia trip like this.
yeah,
You
well,
talking
anyways,
shit?
Plane.
Yeah, so
What?
yeah, you guys are looking to get on the plane. He does, again, just like I mentioned, he has a revolver that he pulls out, and he says, "Just in case." And he, kind of tucks it into his pocket. He's got the small satchel he grabbed as well. And with that, you guys are ready to rock. Anything else you want to take care of before we mosey on out of here?
Any news
Nope.
about Rajas?
And he looks to you and he says, "Unfortunately, the Rat King is he did
It's
get back.
time to go to
He
bed,
doesn't-
Ross.
He doesn't know anything.
What's up, Dan? How are you, dude? Hope you're having a great night.
I'll try and see if I can peep him next time I'm in New York.
Absolutely. It's
Might
my
be-
understanding that you
I
guys
might
will
be
be.
making a trip. Might be making a return trip sometime soon.
He says, "It's my understanding that you guys will be you coming back here on your way out. So if that's the case, then I
Hey,
will.
man.
It should be easy.
Hey man, I'd love to hang again.
Hey,
Be fun.
if you guys
Yeah.
are ever looking
Definitely.
for a change of pace, you're always welcome here. I will take you anytime."
Good luck on the Statue of Liberty. I'm hoping that gets done by the time we get back.
I appreciate the good luck. I will.
Ross, it's like
Well,
fucking
just a
6 in the morning. Go
dream
to
of
bed.
mine, but it's not a reality yet. Anyways, let me
Don't
Enough
believe
about
dreams, you
that.
memes.
let me get you back to the airport here. So you guys walk outside and you hop in the same little type of shuttle vehicle, and as you do, you were kind of driving. And it's mostly silent in the cab. Gus is sitting there, kind of like the bag clutched to his chest. He's just kind of like looking down in front of him. Looks like he's just kind of thinking about something. As you guys, over about 30 minutes, you do eventually arrive at the airfield. A different one than the last one that you remember. This one looks to be, as the car that doesn't have any windows, the doors slide open. You see, a lot of vehicles, or a lot of old type industrial buildings. It looks like you're kind of in like the electric grid sector of where the town's power and stuff would come from. Some big mechanical high-rise generator style buildings. And you see a giant aircraft that looks a lot less sleek than the private jet you brought over. Looks a bit more, like potentially militarized maybe at one point in time. And Gus, he ushers you all out. He said, "Well, we're here. This is, she's a little less dainty than your last vehicle. However, the trip over the ocean is a little bit more hectic, what with the atmosphere and distance. And this puppy you can trust is going to get you there 100% of the time."
Jello takes a look at it and says, "What a piece of junk. I love it."
Haha. Yeah, well, these things, they're pretty impressive what they can do, even
No.
in their age.
I'm looking at this thing. It's like, it's definitely in good repair from what I can see just from a distance. I've flown one of these things before. It's fun. It's like, God, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, have any of you ever driven a car that is just like on the edge all the time? It's great. I love it.
Can I
I
sense
love
motive
finding this
that?
kind of thing.
Can I sense motive that? Like, I'm trying to get a grasp of should Daggeron be fearful for his life right now.
I'm gonna leave that up to Palmer.
You can sense motive. You can sense motive, Jello here, but you know what he was willing to give you is what he's willing to give you. I can't make him say anything
and
one way or the other.
he's basically being honest with his experience with
23.
craft. Like
Ross, it's
this,
too
whether
early to be
it's
up.
been
Go back to
modified
bed.
Or repaired better, or whether his one was in shit repair or whatever. He enjoyed flying a craft like this. So the rest I will leave up to Palmer.
Yeah, and with that, you guys do have the plane in front of you. Gus is, walks you up to the side of it, and he kind of bangs on the side, and someone from inside releases the door, likely from the pilot cabin, and he says, "Well, this will be your home for the next 7 or 8 hours." She's pretty quick, so that's a pretty expedited trip. Now, obviously, I won't be joining you, but it's been a pleasure. And seriously, if you guys ever, get tired of Blake and the legacy there, you can always come work for me. We would love to have you. And like you saw, things are a little bit more toned down in New York. It's not as much of the hustling, but we got our own problems. But
No,
I'm
I
San
like it.
Francisco.
Remember it, but I think I can
Same.
remember
Like,
it.
it was pretty crazy when I was here the first time, and I enjoyed that. But I'm not 22 anymore, so hey, yeah, I know your contact info. I'll keep in touch, man. Hell yeah.
How old is Jello?
I don't know. That's
Old
for you
as
to know.
fuck.
He's
Never
probably,
ask a
I'd
woman
say,
their age.
He's probably at least middle.
Yeah.
You never know.
The
And,
entire theme of
Jello
this
has
is a
been-
little
Jello is
little
absolutely
cyberpunk
amazing.
futuristic
Like,
tropiness.
He was here when he was a youngin, and he's now in his 50s. I've established
say-
that before.
I was about to say, is he the oldest of the group?
I would probably imagine so.
Jello very well might be. That's very possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
So with that, you guys all say goodbye to Gus, the homie, and you load up onto the ship here. The door closes behind you, and you can almost feel like the air inside kind of pressurize a bit. It's definitely a bit more mechanical and maybe a little older tech than the jet you flew over in. But there is comfortable seating. You guys can all take a seat at. The pilot, which you can't see, is on the plane as opposed to the last one, which was automated, and you can just make out his silhouette through what looks like a small transparent window on an otherwise extremely bulky steel door, locking the pilot, the cabin from the rest of the ship. You can look behind you and you notice that there's some bits and bobs of cargo. Looks to be that it's a ship that's primarily used for cargo, or at least under the guise of cargo in most cases. And after about 30 minutes of time, of things prepping up and the humming of the jet starting to come to life, you guys can feel it start to rattle as it moves down the runway. You kind of see the towering generator style buildings passing by in the windows, and before long you feel yourself lift up off of the air, and through this small, this doesn't have carrier style windows, just small panes of glass that are extremely thick. You can kind of make through them, even though they are a little opaque. You can see the high-rise buildings, the beauty of New York, disappear from behind you. You can faintly see the Statue of Liberty in all its glowing glory as you get further away, and it's the last thing that kind of disappears from view. And perhaps in the future, that view won't.
Motherfucker actually did it.
Perhaps in the future that view won't be available to you.
That's pretty dope. Yo, what's up,
anymore.
Sandy?
So you do make mental note of it.
Man, y'all up mad late and mad early.
Yeah, and with that, you guys are now in pursuit of your travel plans to London. It went a little
Pretty
quicker
dope
than I
looking.
expected, so we'll probably just end it there because we're starting a whole new leg essentially.
Yeah.
Next session.
Okay.
That's fair. Just kind of as a finishing flourish, Jello is going to ask if there's any drink service on this flight first.
Yeah, there is a a small stash of almost like a limousine style mini bar tucked into the side, of course.
Hell yeah. Jello's going to order around for everyone and going to throw on some old school New York hardcore.
All right.
And
Hey.
yeah, he's like, this is the stuff that they listened to over a century ago in that area we were just in. There's this place called CBGB's, not too far from where we just were.
Oh, CBGBs. They don't exist anymore. No.
No, man. Like, I would have loved to have been there back in their heyday. Like, shit. I did my fucking homework on the punk gods, not on any actual fucking homework. But, like, oh man. Like, that's why I have a tattoo of this motherfucker on my chest.
Hey
If you
Jello,
want to know me,
Tattoo of David
listen to
Bowie.
that.
did you know that New York's alright if you like saxophones?
Certain places of it can be, I suppose. But I get the reference.
Hey. Oh,
That
what a
said,
cross.
like, some of the shit from the 2060s where they put the saxophones in punk, like, I don't want to fucking knock that, man. It was good.
Ah. Oh, Jesus. That sounds about right. It sounds about right. Sometimes the game loads a little wacky.
That's the big thing there. Like, Jello's just going to kind of chill, and anyone who wants to reminisce about the New York punk scene with him, having kind of gone through.
No idea. I'm an
time.
off-worlder. I
Yeah.
have no idea what that is.
But he's also offering drinks for anyone who wants to do it with him, so. Yeah. And that also will include, like, I don't know if we want to make it canon, like, 2060s New York punk had a lot of saxophones, but.
Sure. why not?
60s?
Yeah, that's weird. They just may not have loaded quick enough.
The new wave.
Especially if you're on like a stock hard drive, it can be really wacky.
But no, like, it's kind of like ska, right? In a way. And then, like, you could have saxophones as another thing. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, it's mostly me not wanting to completely fuck up the original reference because I don't have entire concept.
It was
Don't
when fucking what the fuck's her name played SNL and basically got thrown out and were never allowed back and the episode never aired.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I don't know that story very well, so it's like it's also partly me being one of like I want to acknowledge that music evolves and that punk will evolve, and I think it's interesting to have that kind of weird shit happen in the interim.
I have bad.
Rage Against the Machine is banned from SNL.
Slipknot is no longer a ska band, unfortunately.
No. Was it Britney Spears' sister or was
Ashley
it
Simpson.
was it Ashley
Jamie
Simpson?
Lynn.
They had enough members to be a ska band. They no longer do.
They were one of those. It's one of the
Oh.
sisters of either Britney or
No, it was Ashley Simpson.
Simpson.
Yeah, she was the lip syncing ordeal.
She
yeah.
did the hoedown. She did the hoedown in the middle of
Yeah.
it. She didn't know what the fuck
Yeah.
she was doing.
Yeah, that was Jessica Simpson's little sister, Ashley Simpson.
Ashley Simpson. Jamie Lynn Spears.
She has her own scandal now.
Oh, yeah.
She was pregnant and had an abortion.
Well, the Britney Spears debacle right now is a big ordeal as well.
I was going to say, #Free Britney.
Britney.
Y'all made fun of that absolute lunatic having a meltdown on the fucking. As it turns out, they.
I know, it's kind of fucked up.
Are you pro conservatorship? I don't even know you anymore, Ben.
No.
No,
Okay.
dude, he's talking about the person who's like,
Leave Britney alone.
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay, I thought you meant Britney.
Chris Crocker,
Yeah, I thought you
thank
meant
you.
like bald era Britney and but it is kind of wild to look back on and see how she was cracking and we were all like, Damn,
It's
she's
gonna
really
be-
gone
I
off
think
her
it's gonna be
fucking
hard
rocker.
Gee, now
for
it makes
the
sense,
younger
doesn't it?
people of our generation
No,
to forget
well,
about
no.
Britney.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it also made sense with what's her the redhead going nuts too, and all of her shit, and then Brittany Murphy, and a lot of them just like going
Yeah, Lindsay
nuts.
Lohan and
Lindsay
yeah.
Lohan, and Brittany Murphy going crazy. Like, okay, Brittany, save Brittany, don't let her die, kind of thing. So
Yeah, Hillary
yeah,
Duff had a stint as well, if I'm not mistaken.
conservatorship was
Yeah,
extreme,
okay.
but someone being in control of helping her out, she got her shit together. So there's no point in
Yeah.
getting she
I
her
mean-
shit's together.
I mean, I'll put this out there. Like, I fucking hate tabloid style stuff. TMZ
Oh, yeah.
can eat a dick.
Oh, TMZ
and
is
not-
fucking intrusive as fuck.
Unless they like it. In which
Hillary
case,
Duff beer.
In which case, that person.
Aston
can,
Martin appealed the DQ.
Do something else they don't